There we go. Good evening, folks. Welcome to another glorious Saturday with me. Yay. Oh, I got the hiccups. I think I ate too fast. Sorry, I'm going a little late today. Didn't realize what time it was. I was reading the dates instead of the clock, so I thought I still had a couple of minutes. I am never prepared, always under schedule, behind schedule, underwear, sandwich, hamster, clowns, two goats, and a frog. That's where we're at today. Sorry. Lungs and sinuses are still being weird. Good evening, Grace. Welcome. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good weekend. I am having mental problems because I don't know where to stick my phone right now. I can stick it up there. My stuff is clean, sort of. I thought I had a crack in that. Who's going to be mad? Somebody else is in here, but I have no idea who it is because they refuse to make any sort of appearance. Yeah. I've got bevies ready. Bevies are ready. I guess I could go find my YouTube chat to see if I can't... Ah, that is cold. Right on the glass cutter. It's a good thing I don't have to go very far to find my channel. Oh, that's a great thumb. That's a great image for my thumbnail. Computer decided to give me the thumbnail while I was looking at my shot glass, my empty shot glass, and that's the thumbnail it threw out there. That's spectacular. All right, let's get the chat popped over onto the other side. Hope audio is good. Video looks good today. Hopefully it stays that way. The weather is being weird today, like really weird. It's been a cross between cloudy and sunny and windy. Currently outside, it's a little windy. Oh, I knew it. I knew it wasn't gonna make it. Damn camera, I hate you. I'm just gonna start this off right now with the whole two people that are in here, which is probably me and Grace. If anybody else is in here, please, by all means, make your presence known. I'm starting her off today with this. There's Miss Molly. Molly. Molly hopefully is free. Just kidding. I'm being weird today. I am wicked tired today. I'm running on like 4 hours of sleep because yesterday, I don't know why, like at 11 o'clock at night, I became suddenly wide awake and extremely hungry. So I was eating till like 12:30 and I could not go to bed till like 4 this morning. I was mad. So, might be a little tired tonight, but I do apologize in advance for any potential ramblings. Good evening, Cecilia. I have the lady trio in here today. Jason apparently does not want to talk to me today because he is not here, or he's eating dinner. One of the two. And yes, I'm making a lot of noise, but y'all love it. I almost dropped my remainder. Nose is being, like I said, my nose is being weird. Everything is being weird today, but I do got some good news on the growing front. Despite my worst efforts, I am just kidding. Oop, you're still feeling out of it, Molly? That sucks. I hope he's getting you some chicken soup. some chicken tortellini soup. Yeah, what the heck is on my chopsticks? Gross. Stabbed myself with something. That's probably dirt. I never clean anything while I'm around here anyway. Ooh, well, I hope you feel better. And I hope that whatever ick you got goes away quick. NyQuil and DayQuil do help quite a bit. I've already pretty much gone through my bottle of NyQuil. I've got a little bit of DayQuil left in my truck. But I leave that for when I'm at work if and when I need it. But most of the time, I'm usually too busy to care, so I don't use it there. Probably shouldn't have used much of my NyQuil either. Yes, I shaved on the 24th, right in the morning. No, sorry, the 25th. Yeah, I shaved Christmas Day because I didn't want to look homeless for my family, my relatives. I still think it's off. Like, I think this side here is a little higher than that side. I've tempted to just shave it all off again and start anew and get it a little lower because it used all this stuff. Sorry, wrong side. This used to all be down here. Like I used to have it real low, and every time I shave, scooch up just a tad bit more, and at somewhere along the lines, at one point, I'm just gonna have this shaved straight back this way, and I'm gonna have a straight ass mullet, or not quite a rat tail, but like a combination, like a cross between a mullet and a ponytail. It'll be a mullet tail. But it's also extremely hard to shave evenly when you're one hand dominant and the other hand doesn't quite work that same way on the other side. So, and to be frank, I mean, I could have this evened, like, professionally, but the thing is, I have probably saved myself thousands of dollars by not paying for a barber. And as fast as my damn hair grows, yeah, that's like $500-600 a year. And I've been doing this. I've been shaving my head. I've been shaving my own hair since I was like 15, 14, 15, somewhere around there. I've been shaving my own head or shaving my own hair. So almost 30 years worth of not having to pay for a barber. And when I was a kid, it wasn't that cheap. I mean, I could get a haircut for like $18. That was with tax. Now you go freaking barbershop and shit's like $65. And I bet he saved a ton of money also. Ah. Damn it, I hate when that happens. Good evening, Colin. Sinuses are being weird today. Weather's weird. I didn't sleep well. Slept fine between Thursday and Friday. I didn't sleep well last night. So I'm gonna be a little weird. I'm gonna be a little bit off today on the possibly sounding funny or just in general. Just because. But I do have my beverage. Good evening, Jenny. Good evening, Ian. Took Colin like 4 days to answer my question because I didn't see anybody holding the squirrel dispatcher. I didn't. All I saw was a floating squirrel dispatcher and a squirrel on the floor. I wasn't sure who was holding it. Because I just saw the squirrely early, whirly. Squirrely early. You know what? I can probably unplug this. I've been in there for like 2 days. Blow up my tablet. Freaking got a tablet months ago and I barely used the thing. I wanted it literally for a game, and I don't even play my game on there. So used to it on my phone. It's weird on the tablet. I need to scan my Smith's receipt. I forgot about that because I haven't done it. How do you confuse an opossum with a squirrel? One has the tail of a rat, and the other one has the tail of a squirrel. What would he have done with the opossum? Or American possum, whatever. It's either a possum, or an opossum. Ah, who's going squirrel hunting? Ian's going squirrel hunting. I like my space now. I got bored yesterday on Friday and I was cleaning while I was on Dez's live. The opossum or the squirrel? Because holy crap, I'd be scared if I saw a squirrel the size of a small dog. Yeah, I know he's got his hunting license. But again, it'd be very disconcerting to see a squirrel the size of a dog. Although, to be frank, there's nothing saying that squirrels weren't that big back, couple thousand million years ago. So I'm pretty sure at some point, somewhere along the line, they had similar creatures back in the Jurassic period or during the transition times. I mean, hell, modern day cat, its great ancestor was a saber tooth. Dogs was wolves. Good evening, Mr. Jason. I hope you got Molly some good soup. Dispatch the squirrel or the opossum? Is that really mucus? Or phlegm? It's just annoying sinus drainage. It's being weird. But again, this only really happens when I don't get a lot of sleep and my body finally just starts to get to the point where I'm run down and don't want to function anymore. I got two of them out. Damn it. I thought I only pulled out one. Plus, I have weird weather today. It's been a cross between windy, cloudy, sunny, and dusty. Ooh, nice. You finally got the little bugger? As I know you were trying to get that on Friday, but the thing wouldn't sit still. And good evening, Drops. Well, again, what is Ian going to do with the squirrel? Is he going to eat it? Is he going to skin it? Is he going to wear it? Oh, Jason got the big fat one. Nice. Oh, he's going to eat it. Interesting. Hope he likes the taste of squirrel. I don't think you could, Colin. I don't think you can actually eat squirrel. You can eat squirrel, considering squirrel's main dietary habits are fruits and nuts. Or I should say fruits, berries, and nuts. I just hope you don't have a lot of nut trees or pine trees or anything with sort of like cashews or whatnot around your house, because that squirrel gonna be eating that. you can have an orchard of pine trees, no cashews. So is it an apple orchard or it would have to be an apple orchard because your temperature is too cold for citrus. So it's either a cherry orchard because yes, you can have orchards can be cherries too, not just cherry trees. Yeah. Yeah, that's Colin's got that same problem. He's got a massive groundhog under his shed that he keeps trying to get, but he doesn't want to get got. And yes, before anyone asks, I did eat. I had a pizza. Yes, I ate a pizza instead of the abundant amount of food that I have in my fridge right now because I just did not want to eat. I don't know why, but I have not wanted to eat roast beef like at all. Hey, good evening, rabbits. How's it going tonight? How you doing? Good to see you. I will be partaking in the consummation of chocolate truffles, which is essentially, after I ate the first one, is essentially just a freaking crunch bar in a circle. Chocolate truffle. Okay? Chocolate truffle. That's a goddamn crunch bar. Or a Rice Krispie treat. Like covered in chocolate. So it's like Rice Krispie in a chocolate shell with like a mousse filling. I've eaten like a dozen of these things. I cannot say that they are bad. That's why I've eaten a dozen of them. It does, but they come in these nice foil wrappers. And yes, that's actual foil inside there. It looked like a Mylar sheet, but now they're actually quite large. Roughly about the size of like a standard bouncy, like the standard size bouncy balls you'd get for like 50 cents out of the vending machines. It's about how big it is. Or like a small jawbreaker. Not the mini jawbreakers. Oh, you know what? Now I want a jawbreaker. Damn it. I haven't had a jawbreaker in a while. I used to get the big ones. God. 3 3/8 inch jawbreakers. They want $28. I used to be able to get those things for like $3. I don't like the way that picture looks. It looks weird. Yeah, they got the 1-inch ones. Atomic fireballs. Gobstoppers. Dude, I haven't seen gobstoppers in a freaking hot minute. I remember these things. Yeah, those things are... Anybody ever see the movie Jawbreaker? Now that I'm looking at this, I'm like reminded of it. I'm like, ooh, that's interesting. Very disturbing movie. Yeah, if you ever get a chance to watch it, I mean, it's not like a high recommendation. It is very interesting to see what will happen, like what can happen if you do something with a jawbreaker. But yeah, essentially, this is a very dark story. It was a very dark movie. Oh, it's foil. I was peeling this stuff off of the other one of the other ones, and I rolled it up, and yeah, it's a foil lined. Because look, I mean that's a almost a 90-degree crease. I'll do it again, watch, just so you can see it. So straight, and then we'll just do whoop. We'll just crunch it right there, and it stays sort of. I pinched it where it was a corner, an odd spot. There we go. Let's try that again. But yeah, it's legit foil. Like it's legit foil. Very thin sheet of foil. Not uncommon to probably what you would see on the back of a Mylar sheet. And I hate the fact that they call them Mylar blankets. It's not a blanket, it's a sheet. At best, it's just a piece of plastic with foil on it. But I digress. Anyways, I hope everyone's doing well tonight. We got enough people in here, so we might as well do the usuals. I believe I got it last week with a reminder, but go ahead and try to all in one post if you could, please. Write down your cost of meats, chicken and beef, your cost of gas, and the temperature. My stuff does not change much here. Gas is still between $2.89 and $3.40. Meat, chicken's actually fairly cheap. I don't know the price on it because I don't really buy chicken all that often. Ground beef is still between $4.99 and $8.99, depending on the fat content. And weather is, I think it's about 48 degrees outside or 43, something like that. It says 52, but I don't like this. Yeah, it actually says it's 50 degrees outside, but it feels like 46. Ooh, cold next week. Back down into freezing pretty much after Sunday. It goes right back down to freezing. Shit. But my daytime high is like mid 50s to 60. So, nice warm week. Cold at night. But that don't bother me none because my greenhouse is like 71 degrees right now. I've been keeping my greenhouse nice and toasty now that I have the heater on manual instead of automatic. Dang, Grace, I got cheap gas. So me and Jason got about the same temperature. He's doing better on prices. Everyone seems to be doing better on prices than me. But I also live in the desert, so, Hamburger. Oh no, we lost a person. Yeah. It's funny, I got a shout out yesterday on Dez's channel. I was expecting a whole bunch of people, but nope, nobody showed up today. It's all good. It's all good. All good in the hood. Might be Too late for some of them to start alive. Might not be too late. I don't know. I thought that for some reason I read that as acoustically. What part of one post was too hard to understand? Nice. He's probably originally from Mexico. Just saying. Not complaining. Just saying. Stating a potential fact. Whoosh. There's the pattern on the back of that. It's like hard to see with the light reflecting on it. It's really shiny. But anywho's, good evening, Deb. Yeah, she told me that on Thursday. She was over here on Thursday. But there's nothing I can do about it. If she doesn't call me to say anything, then that's on her. But I'm also working, so... Yeah, I don't know either. I'm okay. Don't give him Steve Jobs or something else Jobs. I doubt that. Good evening, Des. Welcome, welcome. There is the first of hopefully many. We shall see. We shall see. I usually have a slew of random, well, not random people, but I usually get a slew of decent people. But everyone's slacking today. Haven't seen South on my channel in forever. I don't know if I did something to make him mad or hate me, but I haven't seen him on here in a while. I do get the occasional random from ages ago that pops up. Yeah, he's not on the screen yet. I usually go for on mine. I usually go about the first 40, sometimes half an hour. Depends on how bored I am. To an hour, just randomly chatting myself, and then I pop up the panel. Nice. So you must have been the other one that was. You must have been the number 2 that was lurking in the chat. Didn't say nothing. All right. I've got lurkers. I got lurkers. Lurky leaker, lurky leaky lurker. Lurker leaky. I am 3 days away from chopping off one of the branches on my citrus tree to find out if the stupid thing has roots. I honestly don't know how well it's going to do. So I may be sacrificing a limb off of my tree for no reason. Oh no! A few of what? A few of these? Exotic beverages or high-octane tea? That sucks, Deb. That sucks. Yeah, I'm very anxious to see how it goes, too. I kind of want to wait almost until February, to be dead honest. I really want to wait till February. But I think if I wait too long, I could potentially kill any potential root stock that's growing, and I really don't want to do that. Nah. So whoever reported you's an a-hole just because you drive aggressively or, normally. They probably the ones that driving like shit. I hope you find out who they are, and I hope you put poison in their iced tea. Yes, you can report dangerous drivers all the time. DMV police. And they'll send you a notification and be like, hey, you need to come over here and we need to reevaluate. Should do that with drunk drivers. Yeah, I agree there, Des. Civil lawsuit, take them to court and be like, you made me waste all this money for no reason. I passed everything according to the DMV standards. You owe me money. Compensation for time and mental stress. Yep, exactly. Green chili tamales. I had tamales this year for the holidays, but they were they were bueno ones. We didn't make. Takes too long to make tamales from scratch. Like it takes way too long. You got to sit there and you got to soak the freaking husks, which takes eons. And then you got to make the masa, and then you got to make the chili mix, and then you got to mix it all together, and then you got to paste all the masa on the freaking tamale husks. Then you got to fold them so they actually unwrap easily. Now, I've done them from scratch for years. It's a pain in the butt. Like, it's a straight pain in the butt. That was weird. What the heck was on me? Oh, whatever. Anyways. Oof. Ha. See, the funny thing is, Deb, you pass that with even having cataracts. But then again, cataracts really just when you're driving at night, you just, instead of seeing like a star where there's a light, you see lines. That's all that really says. Yeah, that's probably a good thing, Grace, that you guys had to do that, because do not want your old man to just drive off the side of the road into a tree. Why am I sticking to things? Hey, Hike with Mike! Long time no see! See you everywhere else, but never over here. Yeah, anyway, I gotta give you crap, because I always see you on Jesse's channel on Tuesdays. Yeah, guilty until proven innocent. Yeah, driving, you're sitting there driving for 50, 60, 70, 80 years, and suddenly somebody tells you you can't drive. It's a bit of a kind of a punch to the midsection. It's kind of hard. Now, LED lights at night are terrible. Like, and then you get all these a-holes in these big trucks that are lifted, and they put bigger LED lights in there, and it's like, dude, your LED lights are just blinding everybody. And it sucks. So one thing at night, I'm glad that I don't have a tinted front window. My side windows are so damn dark, I can't even see out of them at night. What up, Obstacle? Right now, buddy, I'm going to say cheers because you're probably having a frosty one, too. Squatted trucks California's trying to get rid of them. There's a lot of counties that ban squatted trucks. And it's not so much the fact that it's a squatted truck, it's the fact that when you squat the back end of your truck, it changes the position of where your headlights sit and the direction they point. So you basically, anytime you drive around a corner or go anywhere, you're basically blinding someone straight directly in the face with high beams or LEDs or whatever obnoxious BS you put on your stupid, ridiculous lifted truck because you're overcompensating for a small package or something else. So, yeah. Haha, see. Always a good time to pop on the obstacle because you know full well around this time I'm going to be having a frosty beverage. Yes, obstacle. 100% agree with you on that one. And kids, like kids nowadays, are just like, oh, sagging pants are cool. No, it's not. It's a declaration you like taking it in the poop chute or in the turd cutter or in the gas cloud maker. Des doesn't like to smoke in her house. She likes to smoke outside. Yeah, no, I got you, Des. I don't think I've ever once seen you smoke on one of your lives inside the house. Now, the other one I hate too is not just squatted truck, is lowriders. Yeah, well, that's how most teens are nowadays, but the consequences will get them. I hate lowriders. And lowriders on the streets, no, this should be illegal because you can't get over dips, you can't go over speed bumps. Anything that has more than a 3 or 4 inch drop in it, you can't drive over it unless you have hydros. And I just think those are stupid on cars. It changes the structural stability of all your undercarriage, your supports, struts, axles, all of that. And Jason says 45. Oh. Depends on the situation. 357 is going to have a bit of a kick unless you have a decent forearm and some, structural to stand, like not structural to stand, but like good form. Chances are you're going to break your wrist. 45 Colts. Are you talking lever or bolt action? Because personally, I wouldn't mind having a 45 Colt bolt action. Also wouldn't mind having a 357 mag bolt action, but the problem with that is that's going to destroy the bolt because that's a huge round. Now, I've seen a 50 cal handgun. I've actually held one. Thing is heavy. Like mad heavy. If you thought a like full on 357 long barrel is heavy, hold a 50 cal handgun. It's like trying to hold a shotgun with one hand with the kick of an elephant. I did not get to fire one because at the time, the freaking 50 cal rounds were like $50 a piece. So, but 50 cal rounds have actually gotten a lot cheaper over the years. Same with a lot of ammunition. Just because I think the only ammunition that more or less stays at a fairly high price, only because it's in extreme high demand, is 22 ammo. For some stupid reason, aside from one of the facts that one of the 22 ammo factories actually exploded and burned to the ground, there was that, along with some other things. But I mean, that really hasn't stopped the human nation, our nation's peoples, from actually manufacturing those rounds. But yeah, for some reason, 22 ammo rounds are just ridiculous. Yep, exactly. See, that's what happens when you do stuff like that, Grace. That is exactly the drawback. Oh, I don't know what I did, but my face is all red now. Let me slap this one. Now they'll both be red. Now they'll both look like I'm completely flabbered, full jabberbabbas mess. Damn, I'd like to. That one, I would love to pay that, because usually I can get about 500 rounds for about, I think it was like $40, 40 or $50, depending on where I go. But I've also got a lot of ammunition. I got a lot of gun ranges around my area. Well, okay, not directly around my area, but I know where a lot of stores that sell ammunition are, and they're all over. Three of the stores I actually know when they get their shipments in. Oh my god. You forgot the Y in front of the AW? Mayata. Mayate. Mayate sounds like Japanese, like you're trying to do karate. What the? Also, I'm not buying freaking 300 Winchester mags because I don't have a I don't have a freaking rifle for that. Also, now 410's not that bad. The shotgun shells are cheap. It also depends on what you're getting. If you're getting full-on buckshot, quail shot, if you're getting slugs. I can give you some. I can give you some free 45 longs. I don't know if they'll work. I got two of them sitting right here. I found them in my yard. Firing pin's still intact. Might be a little rough on the exit though, so you might have to clean the rifle afterwards. But yeah, I got two 45 sitting, 45 longs sitting right here on my shelf. I don't think I've ever seen shotgun shells more than like $20 a box. For the most part, and that's like 20 rounds, something like that, 15, 20 rounds. But again, I don't have a shotgun. I really do wish, I don't know how this got onto gun talk, but I mean, I suppose we can talk about it without showing anything off, but I really wish I should have, at the time when I was living in Denver and I had the money. I had the money to do it. I could have bought it right then and there. I should have bought a 50 cal sniper rifle. I could have bought the damn thing with a scope for $1,500. And I had the money. I literally had the money for that. I could have bought that, but I never did because I was like, what am I going to do with a sniper rifle? Because when you buy stuff like that, you're automatically flagged by Homeland Security, the freaking ATF, freaking the FBI, because they got to do all those background checks just so you can buy it. And the minute you do all the background checks, they're like, all right, this guy's buying a sniper rifle. Why is he buying a sniper rifle? So, I mean, I wish I would have bought it. I really do, because now the damn things are like $5,000 for that same one. I was pissed when I found that out. I could have bought like 3 or 4 of those things and sold them at $5,000 a piece. I could have made like 20 grand just selling those damn things. Whether or not I would have been able to resell them is a whole nother story. Because that would have just meant I would have had to do a transfer of title. And I don't know how well that works actually on a lot of, because I know you can gift certain things, but when it comes to rifles and stuff like that, there's a lot of gray area, but there's a lot of paperwork you have to do. This way. I got a very long knife right there, Deb, right in the corner. Sits right next to my bed. So if anybody breaches my door, they're going to get cut in half. Yeah, that's about standard, but that's only 50 rounds. I've got tons of those. I've got like 2,500 rounds of ammo. I've got ammo, 2 boxes of ammo there, and I got ammo over there, and I had another one. Where did it go? I have like 3 boxes. Yeah, I got. You can probably see it. All that red right there. That's all ammunition. That's all 22 rifle ammo. All the red part though, the black right in front of it is a magic box. Ooh. Probably go with 444 on that one. Yeah, that'll probably be the 444. But just keep in mind, depending on your state, depending on your laws, you may or may not be able to get the. You might have to get a short barrel on that and a short stock on there. And you also probably won't be able to have a clip more than 10 rounds or 15 rounds. So no banana clips for those either. Because, everyone likes to mess with the gun laws that are protected by the Constitution. But, hey, it's not the guns that kill people. I hate to say this. It's the bullets fired from the guns that kill people. Nice. 6 round or single shot? That's probably what I'm guessing, around $350 price wise, depending on caliber and barrel length, I'm assuming. Yeah, about 5. Okay, that's actually not bad. Yeah, cowboy gun. Yeah, that's what I know. I know Taurus. And again, I really don't know how we got on gun talk on there. This should have all been saved for Jason's channel on next week or Wednesday. Somehow we ended up on this topic, and surprisingly, don't have any complaints. Yeah, dragons are nice, or the dragoons. I don't know if you started it or just I would have to scroll up because we don't know where that is. I don't know where that started from. I mean, doesn't bother me. Ooh, excuse me. I'm not complaining about it. Who went from squatted trucks to guns? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the 357 or 45. So yeah, you did start it, you stinker. Nah, it takes too much effort. I don't want to bore people on my channel that badly. Yeah, exactly. Unless it's about knives. And then technically that's not work talk. Right, Obstacle? Unless I start asking you specific questions. It's Saturday for some, Sunday for others. Oh, I was trying to figure out what that blue dot was. It's my PS4 remote. Now, actually, the whole thing, like, I'm in a good mood. I'm also really tired, but I'm in a good mood because I was out in the greenhouse yesterday or the other day, and I was checking on my plants, which, by the way, are freaking infested with freaking aphids, which is pissing me off. I hate when they get on my plants. I had to bring in like 6 plants the other day and wash them off in the shower to get all the aphids off of them. I still got to do it again, but I'd rather just go out there and blast them off with the hose. Because I don't have a shower sprayer or a sprayer head in my... I have the standard shower head, but I don't have that separated attachment shower, that little shower head the shower wand. I don't have a shower wand, so I can't get that and spray them off. So I had to use the sprayer hose from the sink, which is all the way on the other side of the toilet. And I'm spraying them off in there, getting all my dirt all over the inside walls of the bathroom. On a shower, so that was driving me nuts. I got most of them off, but I got to do it again. But I need to do it outside when I can get them and spray them into the dirt to let the sun kill them out there. Oh, nice. You'll have to send me a picture of that or send a link to the knife and I can throw it up on the window. But yeah, I've got aphids on half the plants on one side of my greenhouse, but again, I washed most of them off. I want to wash the rest of them off of another plant, but getting that plant in and out of the greenhouse at this point is an absolute pain in the butt. Because the plant is a lot bigger now than when I stuck it in the greenhouse 3 or 4 months ago. Or back in November. So, yeah, 2-3 months ago, it was not as big. Spyderco Mach Rex 45. Not too bad, not too bad. There's the Manix 2 Rec 45, which is decent. I do wish, however, that they made more full tang and solid knives instead of a lot of folders. I will say this, though, they do have some really sharp out-of-the-box knives. Yeah, I found it, the Smock Rex. It's orange and silver, or you can get it in black. Getting to that time pretty quick. A couple more minutes, I'll get the pertinence out there for the regulars. But anyways, going back to my greenhouse. So yeah, I was out there with the greenhouse and checking on plants. Like I said, had to spray off 4 of my plants with from aphids because they were just infested with them. I have managed to trick my bell pepper, or not my bell peppers, my pepper plants, and now I completely forgot which 3 pepper plants I have in there. Except for one of them. One of them I know for a fact is a Tabasco. And I think one of them was a Peter Pepper. I think I managed to save one of those. I don't remember what the other one is. Might be a jalapeno. Well, I got 2 jalapenos in there. I already have 2 jalapenos in there. But, yeah, I've got 2 jalapeno plants, 2 I can't remember the name of them because I was not smart enough to put the freaking labels on there when I stuck them in the greenhouse. So that one was on me. I'll figure out what they are next year. But I'm just gonna leave them in the pots because they seem to be doing real well right now in the pot. And I did that last year. I had one overwintered in the greenhouse and I transferred it back out into the garden and the thing died like a month later. I just straight died. So I'm not going to transplant shock it again. I'm just going to leave them in the planters and I'm just going to let them grow from there. But I know 3 of them are bell peppers. One of them is a Tabasco and I think one is a Peter pepper. I did try to save as many as I could before they all started to toast, but I didn't have enough dirt at the time, so I kind of only saved what I was able to. Now I have plenty of dirt because freaking garden soil was on sale for like $1.50 a bag, or like no, it was like $2.50 a bag or something like that. And it was like stupid mad cheap right before October, actually. They were no, after October was right before like the first week in November. Everything went on sale like after that. Nice, Deb. That's awesome. Nice. Leatherwork is fun and hard. Leatherwork is fun but hard. But so the biggest shocker that I had in my greenhouse, it's not the fact that my plants are growing. Aside from the fact that I have a whole bunch of random sunflower seeds popping up in planters that I'm pretty sure I did not have sunflower seeds in the first time. But thank you, birds, for just randomly leaving them everywhere in my planters. So I've got like 8 sunflowers just popping up all over in the greenhouse. The biggest shock, I was actually super shocked and super happy when I saw it, is I planted 6 Mexican lime seeds in little 6-inch planters. And I think I showed you, I think I did the video on that one. I don't remember. I'm not 100%. I do a lot of stuff, and half the time I think I put it out, and half the time I can't remember if I actually did put it out or if I just thought about putting it out and didn't do anything with it. But I planted 6 of them, and so far, right now, I have one that has popped up. It is about a millimeter or 2 tall. It is just barely sticking up above the ground. And I saw that, and I was stoked. I will take 1 out of 6, to be dead honest, off of that plant because I can get more seeds. Lots more. That plant, I've already got like 2 more Mexican limes growing on that stupid thing. They're already almost ready to harvest. Nice. Yeah, I haven't bought a lot of swords or knives in a long time. I'm kind of really particular about the ones I get. Yeah, that's a lot of money for a greenhouse. You better be throwing to like a freaking 50 by 100-foot high tunnel. Or at least 230 by 50 high tunnels. And if you're going to get a greenhouse, you might as well get a big one. Ah, so that's where you got that weird orange handled knife from. Okay. Yeah, so I'm super happy. I'm looking forward to that thing kicking off and just taking off this summer. As long as I can keep it alive. If I can keep that one little tiny plant alive long enough to make it to March or May, I can transplant it into a bigger pot, let it grow in that for a year or two, a year probably, and then transfer it to its most likely final pot, which I see those brown 14 by 16 plastic, they're PVC terracotta pots with handles. I like those planters. They're straight. I mean, they're straight vertical walls. None of this tapered, funky shit like you all see in every other planter, which is why planters piss me off. Everything is tapered and gets narrow at the bottom where all the roots are that want to spread out. Dig a tree out of the ground, and those roots do not go this way. They go that way. They go down and they go out. They don't go out and then taper into a cone. That's how they get them out of the ground with those tree cutters. But they don't grow that way. That's why I hate planters. Fuck you, camera. So I hate a lot of planters because of the fact that they go like this. They're shaped like this. It pisses me off. 100% pisses me off that they're like that. High tunnels are not permanent structures. High tunnel you can move. You can take it apart, disassemble it, move it somewhere else. The only thing you do is anchor it to the ground with nails or rebar. Camera, will you unfocus, you turd bag? Focuses on my finger, look. Come on. There we go. I will be doing all of that obstacle along with beans, acorn squash, sunflower seeds again, pole beans, bush beans. I'm going to see if I can do some more peppers. And carrots, radishes, and whatever else I can potential. I've got thousands of seeds. I don't have nearly as many as Drops has, but I have thousands of seeds of just various stuff. I got a whole bowl back here just full of nothing but beans. Like straight beans. I've got beans everywhere. I've got peas up here in this. I got a little jar of peas. I peed in a cup. I've also got black beans at the bottom, along with some pinto beans and a rather large white pinto bean, which is really funny. So I'll be planting all of that. But I am looking forward to getting my 8x12 greenhouse set up so I can start working on modifying. I did by accident because I thought it was a bag of mixed seeds and some of them were beets. So I've grown beets, but they were by accident. 100% by accident. I thought they were really weird carrots. Until I cut one open. And I was like, that is not a carrot. That is blood red on the inside. Yeah, beets taste like dirt. There's Mr. Blakeage. Blake, are you currently sitting at home in your shorts? Well, not like underwear shorts, but like shorts, sitting on a lawn chair, staring at your yard at night, drinking a beer? I could probably grow butternut squash. Don't know how big it would get here because it is during my summer season, Des, it gets stupid hot and dry. My location probably has the shortest monsoon season anywhere other than maybe the Sahara Desert. I have very, very short monsoon season. I get rains sporadically. And most of the time, all my ground is dried up by like the next day. Peanut butter flacon. What? Oh, sorry. Give me a second. I got sidetracked by the sidetrack of being sidetracked. So there is, let me get this up there for my regs. Wow, that is a weird code for that today. Gotta water your containers there, Des. Yeah, the tornado that kind of tore through his neighborhood. We're sure that sucked that thing and flung it to the neighbor's yard.
Good evening, everyone.
I think I hear Jason in the background.
Yeah, like I said, I beat Colin up.
I think Colin's a little slow tonight.
Like I said, we just got 6 inches of rain in 4.5 days.
Jesus. Oh, gotcha.
Hi, Blake. Hi, Colin. Hi, Des. Drops.
Yeah, the ribs, I would assume the ribs would be good on that, Blake, because they're probably not like the greatest steel.
Obstacle.
But, yeah, the cover, how much, Jason, you said you got a backup cover for your greenhouse?
No.
Oh, you haven't gotten one yet?
No, they don't sell it by the covers by themselves.
Ooh, that sucks.
Yeah, that's why I said I was going to turn mine into a shade house.
You might have a hard time getting a new cover then there, Blake.
You buy a whole new greenhouse. What happened?
Well, remember, he had a tornado go through his area.
Oh, yeah.
2 of them.
Did he have it anchored down?
Yes, but that's not going to stop it from ripping the outer casing off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which is a thin plastic.
In other words, it got
stuck fly through the air and go through things.
It flies through the air with the greatest of ease.
No, it just ripped off the cover.
Yeah. Jenny says that's what she said.
Flies through the air with the greatest of ease?
No, the getting sucked off.
No. She said.
She's right there.
Oh, Jenny! Yeah, it was hurricane, tornado, same difference. One just blows a lot harder. That has more debris.
Yeah. The mouse won't get behind the or get in front of the duct seal that's in the background.
He touched a button.
He grabbed his mouse the wrong way.
Yes, he did. He needs to get rid of that stupid mouse and get one that's not detrimental to actual use. Get a normal one.
Or that, or you had a power outage.
Had a glitch.
Yeah, we figured you touched your mouse wrong, so we...
Nope, wasn't my mouse this time. Just a glitch. I was going to show you. This is the knife. This is the knife I got from. Give me a second. It's just a simple Rite Aid. Oh, I got it backwards.
Oh man,
you can't read that.
Oh, shit.
Let me do this. Oh, I did my mirror. Okay. That worked.
Undo your mirror.
There you go. There we go. Now you can read it proper. Right edge. Sorry, right edge. Nice little blade, though.
A right edge, so there's no left edge.
Yeah. At least I'm in my right mind, Jason.
Okay.
So, Drops, do you just not have a big enough bumper crop on seeds this year, or are you just trying to reacclimate to the location you're at to be able to grow in that area?
Does that change things, Cliff, if you have seeds growing in, say, more humid climate like mine, where I live, compared to like Arkansas, where he lives?
Yeah, it's.
Oh yeah,
it can definitely
change. The seeds are different, even though they're the same seeds, but they grow different due to the climate.
Yes, it takes about a year or two for seeds to properly acclimate and become heirloom, but heirloom with the acclimation of your like your zone, your climate.
I think I'm a 4 or 5. I'm not sure which.
So
Depending on
you,
which part
you
of the
can
state.
grow, say you can if you're all if say you're in zone 3, just for example, you can grow seeds from zone 3 in most in any state that's in that same zone. It might take a while for the seeds to get used to the difference in soil between every state in zone 3, but you're not going to get a zone 3 seed to grow in zone 7 with relative ease.
Okay.
It's going to be a struggle.
Okay. Well, I just found out that we're in growing ranges from 4B to 6A. So we got 3 different zones here in Iowa.
Jesus. Got to figure out exactly which one you're in, and then
Oh, the majority state is a 5. The northern half is in 5A. The southern half is 5B. The small area of northwest and northeast are in 4. The extreme southeastern is 6A. So I'm assuming I'm in 5A. So I'm above the
yeah, mine's
I-80.
weird. I'm 7A, 7B, but with the current climate shift, I think I'm switching more to 7B than actual A.
So I'm not sure how good. I mean, I know it's really good for big crops and stuff like that. So like soybeans, corn, artichokes, you name it. They grow really well here.
Speaking of mouse, tally so far 52, Lola's 5, and Fancy's 3.
Ooh.
That's a 3-month-old cat. Caught one on the porch and took it into the kitchen. I dispatched it. So you're what is that then for you, Deb? 52.2 or 52.1, and then the other cat is a 0.5, or sorry, you're at 52.5, and the other cat's at 0.5.
So Mac is
Got
at
it, but
1.
you killed it.
Mac is at a 1 this year. Overall 2.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, and it's the current weather, and it'll reset probably in 15 years and go back the other way, or otherwise it'll get worse, and the next thing, probably 50 years down the road, my location's going to be the damn equator. It's going to be hot as shit and wet.
So you think the poles are going to reverse themselves?
I think it's too early for that to happen in our lifetime.
I didn't ask if it could happen. I asked if that's what you thought.
Oh, it'll happen. It's just not going to happen while any of us are inhabiting this planet. We'll all be long dead before the pole switch again.
Right.
But that does not disclude magnetic discharge or any sort of shift in the magnetosphere.
So anything solar flare related, most likely.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
You are fine until you're not.
With you on that one, Drops. Because you are not going to get a plant that grows in the desert normally without any water, and you can't stick that in the Arctic and it'll grow. Seeds will not germinate in that cold temperature.
Or it might be too moist, like growing in Iowa.
I think the only thing actually that would probably be best to grow in Alaska is hardneck garlic, because Jesus Christ, you need like 3 months of cold weather for hardneck garlic to, what is it? I'm trying to think of the damn word. My brain just shut off. Not climatize. It's
acclimated.
No, it's not acclimated. There's it's a specific word. My brain just does not want to. It's like there, but my brain doesn't want to find it.
Well, don't think about it; it'll pop up. One thing I do know something about Alaska due to I watch a lot of Homestead Rescue, and a lot of the crops that they do plant in Alaska are potatoes.
Why? Potatoes don't like cold weather.
They don't. They do a lot of greenhouse gardening.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the only way you're gonna get potatoes, because potatoes do not like cold weather. Anything under like 45, potatoes will not. They will just give you the middle finger and die.
Well, they do a lot of in-ground greenhouses and things like that.
Yeah. Pig greenhouse.
Oh my god, I'm still trying to remember. I'm still trying to think of that name that it's like there. Drops will probably have it somewhere, or whoever else.
What's the term again? What are you trying to say?
It's for it's for a lot of vegetables, or a lot of like stuff like especially garlic that has to have a period of cold for it to grow.
Chill hours.
Chill hours. There's another term for it.
Oh, I do know because dormancy.
No, dormancy
I,
just means it ain't doing anything. It's
one of the seeds that I gave to my daughter was a sycamore tree. One of the things they needed to basically to activate the seeds was I had to put it in the freezer for about a week in order to get them to actually germinate.
yeah, hardneck. It's cold. It's like a cold start. You have to have it at a certain temperature for a certain amount of months before it'll actually grow. Potatoes, yeah, but Grace, Melanie
Stratification.
doesn't live in Alaska. She lives in Canada.
Stratification.
Oh, stratification.
That's the word. Thank you. It was my brain was like, it was there. I couldn't process. So yeah, they have to stratify.
That's what the same thing that my the sycamore seed needed. That's the one I gave Pepper was actually up in space, and she was going to plant the tree somewhere. I don't know where she planted it, but I'm sure she'll put it in a good spot.
No, Grace, I believe they are actually in the process of trying to recalibrate the zones for gardening. We probably won't see the true alignment of that probably until like 2026.
Oh, they need to go to the sunset garden method with those zones.
Yeah. Okay. According to
That's what
Google,
the garden is.
Potatoes have been grown for Alaska for centuries and are a significant part of the state's agriculture.
Oh, no. I just letting you know that's what they use.
Yeah, Canada can get cold, extremely cold. Now, Mallory also did fantastic growing carrots.
I haven't seen potatoes as big as the one she's got, though.
And I mean, you can plant hardneck garlic right in fall, but my personal opinion, I think it's too early because then it starts trying to grow in the middle of winter. Almost every gardener that I have talked to or watched videos on, they plant usually about 2 to 3 weeks before their first frost date, so they have enough time to get a little bit of roots out there, and then they just stratify and sit there in the cold for like 3, 4 months, and then when it starts to warm up, that's when they start to pop up.
They say carrots can grow tomatoes outside with care. Seedlings are the best way to plant enough things. Transplants and plant before frost are like radishes, turnips, carrots, leaf lettuce, and pea seeds.
You can plant carrots, but the problem is with carrots is they're like potatoes. They have a ridiculously long grow time. The only thing I know that has the shortest grow time is
radishes?
Literally onions.
I thought it was radishes.
No, onions.
Yeah.
Any sort of green onions, yellow onions, you plant them within like a week or two, you already see stems popping out of the ground. So chives will do it. Garlic chives, normal chives, green onions. Their germination,
parsnips.
The onion's germination rate is like 5 to 7 days. You have like maybe 8 and 9 days before they're about an inch tall, and then within like 2 weeks, you have enough to already harvest.
Peas do really well too.
So essentially, basically, you can do those as microgreens, and they just keep producing.
Well, they say, according to Google, the carrots, beets, radishes, turnips, rutabagas, along with other cold vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, kale, Swiss chard, and spinach, pretty much work best in Alaska. So
spinach will grow, but again, it's kind of hit and miss with that.
I guess they call it a cool weather crop. I guess it'll probably catch it before it actually gets snow on the ground, but that'll be pretty close.
Drops, I have never seen any garden channel try to plant hardneck garlic while the ground was still frozen. They always plant it right before their predicted frost date, usually like within a week or two. and then they just leave it in there all winter long. And the water that they get from the snow is what gives the plant its nourishment. And usually they don't have to water those things till like a month before harvest. Swish. Swiss shard. Swish.
But
Not
they
playing
say
basketball.
hardneck is is the best type to grow in Alaska.
It's a cold start one. You need like 3 months of cold stratification for that one to actually do anything.
Well, that's probably a little bit
I've got
longer.
hardneck sitting in my refrigerator. It's been in there since October. But I don't have anywhere to plant it right now because I don't have any space in my greenhouse that isn't being taken up by a plant or peppers drying.
Only reason I would probably grow garlic if I'm doing a lot of Italian seasoning.
Garlic is...
Everything.
No, it's not.
You can do so much just with garlic. Dry it out, turn it into a powder. You can mince it, throw it in some water and some oil and whatnot.
Protect yourself from vampires is what Jenny says.
You can make garlic butter. You just blend a little bit of it, throw it in with some seasonings and like some butter and kind
Garlic
of warm it
salt.
up.
I heard someone make garlic salt once. I'm not sure how that works.
You just dry out your garlic, you grind it up, and you mix it with salt.
I wasn't sure. So
And that's how you make garlic salt, because it's garlic powder and salt, essentially. Yeah, horseradish is a good one, but that's a spicy grass.
Yeah, I know. I
Just
got some.
alone.
bamboo shoots.
They even got ginger growing too.
Bamboo is sort of like a taboo plant you stick in your garden, because if you stick that in your garden, it will kill everything else.
Including you if you're not careful.
No, not really. You'd have to be passed out, blackout drunk for like 4 days straight, sitting on a bamboo plant
You know,
in
it'll
order
go
for that
through
to
you.
kill it. And I'm pretty sure the minute that thing penetrates your skin, you are going to wake up screaming because you just got stabbed.
Oh yeah.
But yes, it is possible that you can kill somebody with bamboo. It takes a while, but yes, it has been physically proven that you can do it.
People in Vietnam was tortured with it.
Bamboo is also an extremely, like, even not the leaves itself, but even the fibrous material of the plant, like the stalks and the stems, extremely sharp. Extremely sharp.
Even the leaves are.
Oh yeah, the leaves are like, if you get the leaves the wrong way, they'll slice you open as like a paper cup, but with like a scalpel.
Sounds like that same thing that happens with corn leaves.
Yep.
Most of your grasses.
Yeah, corn leaves, stalk leaves will cut you like a knife.
You got pampas grass, Johnson grass.
Pampas grass is
More
nasty.
than I really care about to think about for that. Not as bad as this one guy who had to go to get stitches on his fingers. It cut through his gloves.
Oh yeah, there's certain bushes that'll do that. You rub against them and it just slices everything. It don't matter what you're wearing.
Well, he was detasseling, but when you do it early in the morning, it's worse than it would be when they're drier.
Yeah, I've never considered using German radish as a cover crop.
Strawberries.
No, surprisingly, strawberries actually have a extremely shallow root base.
Yeah.
They
That's what he just
usually,
said.
all of the strawberries I've had have never managed to actually go deeper than about 3 to 4 inches.
What about clover?
Do not plant clover in anything, because that stuff will take over.
Is it poisonous?
No, it's just extremely invasive.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, I heard it's good for horses.
It's planting clover. You might as well just plant crabgrass.
I don't know. Never planted crabgrass.
Crabgrass sucks. It's not your standard like bluegrass. It's not that soft grass. Crabgrass is hard.
It is.
And them blades are sharp.
Yeah. It's a
Oh,
grass.
I know about crabgrass. I've been through it. Never planted any though.
Yeah, don't plant crabgrass. Crabgrass will take over.
Just like Bermuda.
Actually, there's some grass here in Iowa that's the prairie grass stuff. It grows pretty decent because it's, that's what Iowa was, mostly prairie grass. Though people say, oh, but it's more valuable as a,
All right. Night, Deb.
field crop.
Cat? Did you just say night, Kathy?
No.
Call from mommy. From my nephew.
From my nephew in Germany.
Yeah, from family, yeah.
It says from me. Be well, Deb. Oh, come here, bud.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Is it my favorite four-legged feline? Smackus, attackus, crackus, wackus, amackus. Meow.
There he goes.
Well, is it poisonous or toxic there, Drops? Because if it's just poisonous, it'll cause them problems, but it won't kill them. If it's toxic, it might. But then again,
I thought goats could eat pretty much anything.
they can't. Well, I mean, it's the same with dogs. Dogs can eat anything too, except for chocolate.
He eats sorghum.
So that's because sorghum that stuff grows everywhere. Same with what is it? They're like little clover. They look like little clovers, but it's not clover.
No, this one is like the ones from the bird seed.
Oh yeah.
And they grow out underneath the bird feeder, and he eats the grass off of that. The leaves.
Yeah, I'm glad we decided to move our bird feeder into the dirt, because now nothing grows under it.
How is that possible?
Because it's just straight dirt. The only things that I've ever seen grow in dirt, like straight solid dirt, sand, is weeds.
Oh, you said there's a difference between dirt and sand.
Dirt and sand, in my opinion, dirt and sand are the same thing.
Not here.
Yes, sorrel. That's the one, Grace. Wood sorrel. Supposed to be edible, but I've tried eating it, and in all honesty, it just tastes like a freaking tree leaf.
What's it need to be processed or something?
No, it's. I have what is called lemon sorrel. It's supposed to have like
I've heard of that.
A lemon, but I do not. The funny thing is, I've never once planted that seed in my yard. But for some strange reason, everywhere I put strawberries, that stuff pops up.
Okay. They said they could be eaten raw. Those lemon sorrel could be eaten raw in salads or used in soups, stews, and vinaigrettes.
Yes, it's supposed to give it a little bit of a flavor, but to me, it tastes like eating a freaking tree leaf.
It can't be.
And I've eaten tree leaves, trust me. I've eaten a lot of random things.
Or ground into a powder and mixed with other flours to make bread. The root can be cooked, dried, and ground into a powder.
Yeah. I just yank them out of the ground and shuck them into the compost bin because they spread really fast.
They also said the green pods have a juicy, crisp texture with a tartness similar to rhubarb.
Yeah, sure. They don't shoot seeds in your mouth.
And the juice can be used as a substitute for vinegar.
That's probably why I don't like the taste.
Well, like I said, if you end up having clover, you got to grow crenzum with it. So.
Oh, one of the reasons you probably don't like it, Cliff, because it's a astringent, diuretic, laxative, and has cooling properties. So that's probably why. It doesn't like heat and quickly wilts.
Really? Tell that to my garden.
It says it's also high in oxalic acid and should be used in moderation by people with illnesses that are impacted by oxalic acid.
I currently have that stuff growing in almost every planter I have in the greenhouse. And I keep pulling it out and it just keeps coming back. Awesome, Des.
Has many uses for cleaning, bleaching, and an ingredient for some tooth whitening products. So you gotta be careful with that.
I'm still trying to grow a field of dandelions just because I like dandelions. I get one or two here in my yard, and every time I go for the seeds, they're already gone. I'm like, damn it. I'm trying to save dandelion seeds.
Well, maybe you need to put a cage over them.
I don't know why, but I want to save dandelion seeds.
Put a mesh cage over them.
Well, they're also the first flower the bees use in the springtime.
Actually, that would be my basil.
Your basil?
Basil. Basil flowers really quick once it starts to warm up, and if it's an established plant, the minute it gets over like 65, it starts to send out flowers. I had bees in my greenhouse in January of last year. Or, well, technically, sorry, January of this year. I had bees in my greenhouse because the temperatures in January were like 60 plus. And I had one basil plant in there, and the bees were going nuts. I had like 30 bees in there.
You can buy dandelion seeds, Cliff.
I don't want to buy them. I just want to get them naturally. I don't want something that may or may not grow in my area. I know all the dandelions down here. If it grows down here, it's already used to the soil and dirt and the shit weather I
No,
have.
I'll just say I can probably grab some from my yard and you can have those. See if they acclimate down there.
I got lettuce everywhere. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all the lettuce seeds that I have, and I'm just going to start sprinkling them everywhere in people's yards.
What size of dandelions are you thinking?
Just a standard regular dandelion.
Because we got sizes here in
dandelions.
Iowa. We got the regular small ones and we got the giant ones.
I ain't never seen anything other than a normal dandelion.
Same here.
We got giant ones here.
We didn't say that, Drops. None of us said that. That's all on you. I listen to what you tell me. Don't necessarily am able to apply it at the time you tell me. But I retain some of the knowledge of stuff you told me. Just not everything that you tell me is something I can, again, apply to my location or have a particular interest in growing in my area. I can only grow so much because I don't have, 20 acres of land to grow stuff on. I'm on a third of an acre. I have 7 vehicles on this property, an RV and a camper, and pretty much a house in the middle of the yard. If the house was more toward the back of the yard, I wouldn't have a problem turning the entire front yard into a garden, but I've only got so much room. How do you get salt from dandelion roots?
I have no
idea.
idea.
You can eat every part of the dandelion.
They help pull the sodium out of the soil.
Yeah, but don't you kind of need salt in soil for certain plants?
Yeah.
That's how big our dandelion seeds are.
Some of those things.
Yep. We get both kinds here in Iowa.
I have seen those ones, but I don't see them a lot down here. The only time I ever see those is like the biopark.
Well, we have them both the regular size and the bigger ones too. Just depends on which ones you want.
Well, not those ones.
Seeds are free.
Those are ugly. I like the ones I like the standard yellow dandelions.
Well, they were yellow. This is where they end up as seed wise.
Huh. Oops, sorry.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if they more. That's not yellow. It's purple.
Well, let me see what I can find here.
See, that's the thing though with those is 80% of that freaking stem is nothing. It's just able to get it around to wherever.
That's what they look like right there.
Yeah, see, that's what I need. Is not those specifically, but that's what I want to get a whole bunch of those so I can actually
look at the person's hand.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to jerk off the dandelion. Stroke it, stroke it, stroke, stroke.
Nope, I didn't.
Apparently he's looked everywhere. I don't know where the soul snatcher's at today.
How about those? There's a different. Okay, there's one right here. There's a regular sized one next to the giant ones. How big do you want them?
I'm not buying any because, again, they'll pop up randomly in my yard in the freaking spring.
No, I wasn't talking about buying any. I was talking about me just getting you the seeds and sending them to you.
Again, like I said, they'll pop up in my yard randomly. Birds and whatnot always bring them from somewhere, and I always get like one or two in the yard.
Yeah, the thing is, if you seed your yard, if you want them there, I can get you a whole bunch.
Well, I'm not trying to seed my entire yard with dandelions. What I want growing over here is I still got to get to working on it over on the other side, but I need to fence off an area in my neighbor's front yard, which is actually still part of her property. And I'm going to plant that entire area with sunflowers.
The regular ones or the giant ones?
Just regular sunflowers. Whatever I have for sunflower seed stock, I'm just going to sprinkle them in there, kind of work them into the ground a bit, water it, and see what happens. Which means I'm going to have to use her water hose to water the yard, but whatever. That's not my problem. That's her problem because it's her property.
So you don't want
the dandelion from stem to stern is edible. You can use the young leaves as a salad additive.
You also can use the roots. They're supposed to be a coffee substitute, I think. The leaves can be used as a salad.
Yep.
And a tea.
Depending on what time of year you get them.
Well, that's what you need. You need the yellow part of the dandelion right before when it turns yellow, but not before it starts to produce seeds. And you can make what Obstacle's saying down there is he's always wanted to make dandelion into mead. You can do that, but you need a lot of dandelion in order to make the start of it. I believe Mallory tried with. Was it Mallory? I think it was Mallory tried to do dandelion wine.
I know a lot of people. I've heard of not a lot of people, like about 6 or 7 people that has actually done it. But I'm not, not personally, but I've talked to them here on YouTube. But that's about it. Wonder if anybody here in Iowa makes it. Let me see.
Yeah, that's one good thing that I do know about sunflower seeds or sunflower drops is that they will pull heavy metals out of the soil. They're good for cleaning up contaminated areas too.
Several plants are.
There's a winery here in Iowa that sells dandelion mead.
What are these muffins?
What?
It produces a 12.7% alcohol level, so that's pretty good.
Yeah. Obstacle, plant basil in your area. Basil pops out quick, but it's a lot easier if you have some starts in the green. Like if you do some seed starts at the beginning and then plant them outside, or just put them in pots. Once they start taking off, they produce flower. They'll produce flowers quick.
Yeah.
Best recommendation, in all honesty, is if you have any basil from the season before, overwinter them in the greenhouse. Keep them alive. And once it once it gets about 65 degrees, they just take off.
Which ones again?
Basil.
Basil.
No, Basil is the freaking detective from Great Mouse Detective.
I know.
No, Basil Rathbone is an actor.
No, Basil is the dog or the mouse.
He is an actor who portrayed Sherlock Holmes.
Batter fried dandelion flowers. Never tried those. But yeah, that's what I want to do. I want a sunflower patch. I don't know why, but I've now that I have that option, I thought about that, and I'm like, ooh, I'm going to do that. I do, however, have to find another packet or two of the mammoth sunflowers to see if I can't get them to grow the way they're supposed to.
Yeah, no, I've only been able to do it once.
I think I got some of those. Someone
Then
sent me
try to
some.
grow them in your yard.
I don't know where I'd put them.
Along the fence, it don't matter. Just stick a hole in the ground and put one in there.
I'd worry about the groundhog eating them.
Yeah, once that thing gets past 2 or 3 feet, he probably ain't going to touch it.
He might get it before it gets that far. That's what I'm worried about.
All it is greenery. There ain't nothing on there to eat for him to eat.
About stuff that never have anything.
Or what kind of like does it matter what kind of oregano there drops? Because I do have oregano, but I had my original oregano plants, which I had been growing and actually kept alive for like 5 years. Finally, all kicked the bucket due to an incident at the house when somebody knocked the damn planter over and dumped all the plants out. I was pissed. I had been keeping one oregano plant alive for 5 years, and I had split it the year before. So in 2022, I had split that plant into 2,
Cliff,
and I was getting ready to do it
down.
again.
My medication's really messing with my stomach. So
All right,
I'm gonna have to let you guys go.
All right.
My stomach's been gurgling ever since I took my medication yesterday. So yay. So be well, guys.
Take care, be well, be safe.
I will be here for Christmas Eve. That's about it.
It's over.
New Year's Eve. Sorry, New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
I will be on New Year's Eve.
May or may
If you're not here, that's fine. I
might be at work because I got a concert on Tuesday.
Ooh.
Well, be well, everybody.
All righty. Good night, Colin.
Hey, look.
Howie.
Comment.
Howie.
I see a comment from
yes,
Howie.
Howie's comments, yes.
All right. Happy New Year's. Well, pre-New Year's Eve. I still got like 2 days there, Howie, but yes. Looking forward to 2025. Looking forward to what I can do in the new greenhouse. And yes, Mr. Howie, we see your comment. So I don't know what happened with the last one, but ladies and gentlemen, please do me a favor. Do not put Mr. Howie either in timeout. Do not report him. I have known Howie for like 3-4 years. If you've got a blue icon if your name is highlighted in blue,
don't touch him.
Don't mess with anybody unless it's obvious that it's a troll. Other than that, like, these are all my moderators. These are all people I trust and know, and I've known for years. Except for Obstacle, but Obstacle's a Colorado, so he's a Coloradan. I got to give my northern brother a little bit of love on there.
Yeah.
But yes, everybody, we can see Howie's comments. And he does not have to go under his secondary channel to tell me that he can't comment on my channel. Don't piss me off, by the way.
It's not banned or blocked.
You are loved as well, Howie. I've been watching a lot of your food banks and the garden soil pathways. Very interesting the way you do that. Well, you know what, Des? Let me return the favor from yesterday. I don't know why I haven't done this yet. And bam.
There you go.
That is what you think there, Des. I was thinking about that on Friday after you gave me the mechanics wrench. I was like, I'll wait till I see you on Saturday and I will return the flavor.
If you can
I don't know why
wrench,
people wanted to realize that. But I think just about everybody in here has a wrench.
Yep.
Shit, I even think I gave my neighbor a wrench too.
We haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, you've been, that lion's mane has been going nuts over there.
The what has?
Oh, Drops is, have you not been watching Drops' videos?
No,
He's been doing a lot of harvesting on like the peach trees. He's been doing a lot of pathway garden soil. He's been doing a lot of free mulch stuff for his fruit trees. He just did, I think this is like his second video where he's harvested lion's mane.
Oh, really?
Huge mushroom, like huge lion's mane.
Really?
Yeah, I'm talking like big lion's mane. And then he did the what was it, the lemons or limes he was harvesting not too long ago. His trees are doing good up there, which is shocking. They don't have winter yet, but I don't know what is going on. Like everybody's had like an extremely mild winter. I don't think Canada's had jack squat for snow this season.
No, it's been an extremely mild winter. I mean,
I-
some parts were cold, but
Yeah, I mean, we can. I mean, if Cecilia's still in here, she can tell us if she's gotten any snow. But I think for the most part, all she's gotten is rain. I could pester Mallory.
yeah.
I just send her a text, be like, pester, pester, pester. But she's probably sleeping right now because she's been doing a lot of work on her property. Yep. See, no snow, but lots of rain. I could even if CR popped up, we could ask him how. I think he got a little bit of snow, but not a lot.
Yeah. You know who's got a lot of snow? Is Johnny Mack. He's gotten a lot of snow so far again this year.
I've had absolutely none this season. Drops, where have you been moving the last 9 months to?
I think he's moving to Arkansas.
No, I know that, Jason.
Oh.
But I want to know where he's been moving like the last 9 months. That would have been from like January to September.
Yeah.
We're actually no, we're in the 12th, so that would have been what, March? Yeah, or no, sorry, April to now. Where did you do with the last 9 months? Did you move them to like China? Have you moved them to Canada? Did you move them over that yonder way? Right on. Thank you, Howie. Much appreciated. Much love, brother. Yeah, that's still, I mean, that's a huge journey. Going from Washington. I know I'm just giving you flack there, Drops, because it's just the way you said it. Kind of had my brain putting way up. Yeah, see, right there, Jason.
Yeah.
Howie cut 2 pounds of lion mane.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot for a mushroom. 2 pounds of mushroom? That's a big mushroom. Oh, I gotta see if I can grow shiitakes. Wonder if I can do it. I've got the heat. The only problem is I don't have the humidity. But I will have a secondary greenhouse.
Yeah.
So I can turn my first greenhouse into a humidor, essentially. And I might be able to grow it there. But I'd have to get shiitake mushroom mycelium. Jesus Christ, my brain just. Oh man, North Carolina. Damn, so you're basically like each direction. Had to go east, had to go west, and park dead center in the middle. Yeah, that's an 8-hour drive. That's actually not that bad, 8 hours. A standard day's trip. You doing all right over there, Molly?
Yeah, she's having some issues.
Sounds like pneumonia.
Yeah.
I'm actually shocked. She's actually has not had a coughing attack today, so that's actually.
I have. I've been catching it in time.
Oh, I haven't even been paying attention. I have not noticed. I'm dead honest. I'm so used to hearing it. It doesn't even bother me anymore.
Thank you.
Shawnee, how's it going? Good to see you. So that's 2 so far from Dez's live last night. Nobody else has showed up today. Like nobody.
And I reminded everybody too.
I know. So did Dez. You and Dez just straight up did a channel shout out for me for today, and Dez is the only one that showed up so far. And now Shawnee.
Yeah. Well, I was there, so that means I'm here. I showed up.
Well, I mean, you're always here. You've been here for the last 2 years,
I know.
which is good. But yeah, I would honestly, I would show you guys the like minute growth I have on that citrus plant, but I do not want to take it from a 80-degree container and drag it through a 45-degree area for like 10 feet just to bring it back in here again. Because the difference between in my greenhouse and in my room currently is 10 degrees, like almost by the dot. But it's like 45 or 40 degrees outside right now. I do not want to shock my plant because I struggle enough as it is to grow citrus in my area because I do not have the heat and the humidity to technically grow them. I am growing them very precariously in a climate that is not really suited for these items. Yeah, it's about 47 degrees.
Yeah, 63 in my greenhouse.
Yeah, I've got my heater going, but I got tired of that thing going on with the thermostat because the thermostat's starting to die on me
Uh-oh.
after 3 years. Essentially being baked in the sun all day long. So I have unplugged it, plugged it into the main line plug that's runs as an extension off of my plug. And then I just have my thermostat set to a certain spot, and I have it on low. I don't have the thing on high. I have it on low. And then it just runs, and then when it gets hot enough, it shuts off, and when it gets cool enough, it kicks back on again. But Drops, you got to let me know when you do stuff like that. But again, it's just a matter of timing. I only have 2 days off a week, and they're usually during the week. I don't have weekends off. And I did that on purpose. I hate having weekends off.
I agree.
I both like and hate having weekends off. The biggest reason why I do not have weekends off is because when you have weekends off, everybody and their grandma and their dog is everywhere you want to be because they have the weekend off.
Oh, yep.
So me and this gentleman over here,
Yep.
don't know. He's probably been doing it longer than I have. I've been doing it for the last 4 years. I've had the weekdays off. I prefer the weekdays off because you can go anywhere during the week, and pretty much nobody's there unless you're going to a grocery store.
And like, everything's open. Everything is open.
Yes.
We got stores here that are closed on the weekends.
Yeah, we can do that, Helly. If you've got Shawnee's link to her channel, we can do a little bit of a raid over there for her. We can do a share of the love raid. I mean, I've only got 6 or 7 people in here, but it's better than nothing. Yeah, I don't do a lot of stock trading. I should have gotten into stock trades when I was a kid, but I never really did.
Yeah.
I can give Shawnee a rant. She's been in here enough, and I know her. Padoop. Boop. There we go. Hey, obstacle's still here. I think I'm actually going to have the second one. I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to anyway. Because I'm actually feeling fairly decent, even though my sinuses are being stupid, but I'm still in a really good mood just because I have a citrus plant that's, again, that I did not have to pay for.
Yeah.
So I am literally starting this in my own soil from seed. So if I can get this damn plant to actually fruition and actually survive.
I'll be back in a bit.
Okay. I will have a second generation citrus plant that will pretty much at this point, even from seed, I can almost consider heirloom. If I can do it again for the third generation of seeds, so if I can plant seeds from this plant after like 2 or 3 years, if I can get a seed off of that plant and plant that one and get that one to germinate, I will have 100% heirloom citrus for my location, which is extremely hard to do for citrus, trust me. especially in my location. Again, I live in a dry, arid area. Essentially, I live in the desert. Why do I not have my thing at the bottom here? Does it not show up on... Who the took my shit off? I swear to God, if Colin did that on my channel, I'm going to be pissed. Nope, that is not it. Does it not give me the option to do that anymore? Well, that's slightly irritating. I used to have it, well, I guess technically it says LLC right there, but it is give you the option of that little white box down at the bottom. And I had on there Desert Container Garden. It does not give me the option to do that anymore. That is slightly annoying. Yeah, I'm going to have to figure out that. I just noticed that now. I don't know why it took me this long to notice. Woohoo! All right, everybody, let's take a quick, brief moment to, God damn it, head over to Miss Shawnee's channel. Link is in the chat. Just do a quick Fox It Outdoors raid on her. Let's go share some love. Oops, she is not quite started. Ooh, man. That is a tough one. Ooh. I do not have... Well, that sucks. I do not believe any of us are going to be able to do anything for a minute. Apparently she has the subscribers only mode on there, so she doesn't get whacked with trolls. So I can't do anything because I was not aware that I was not subscribed to her channel. So I gotta wait 20 minutes before I can say anything. There's not a lot to see in New Mexico, Drops, to be honest. You got mountains, desert, and cactus. I mean, I drive through this state constantly, and, you know, in all honesty, I sort of wish I didn't live here. This is the most sad, boring state in the history of boring states. I think the only place even more boring than us would be Utah. Because Utah is pretty much the rock version of us. The other one's open. Yeah, I don't think I would. Honestly, if I had the money to move somewhere else, I probably would. No, Grace. I have hills. We have Sandia, which is like 11. I think it's 10 or 11,000 feet. Let me see. Yeah, we have Sandia Mountain Range, which is just under 11,000 feet. Mount Taylor, Sangre de Cristo Mountain Range, which is 14, but that's the ass end of like the freaking mountain range between here and Colorado. And then we got the Jemez Mountain Range, which is 11,562. We have essentially hills versus whatever Pikes Peak is. I think it's like 15,000. Yeah, it's 14,115. So, yeah, all the 14ers are in Colorado. Aside from Colorado, I don't think there's anywhere across the globe or at least across the U.S. that has anything that high. Because I know a lot of the stuff on the east, like toward the east, is most of those are between 7 and 10. I think maybe 5 and 10. Ah, yes, the scenic route through New Mexico, aka the back roads. I'm gonna do another one of these. I've got enough stuff to snack on. I should have enough time to unwind and de-alcohol myself. Plus, it might actually give me an edge having to deal with tomorrow. We all know what tomorrow is, or at least me and Grace do. Fudge, I might not have enough. Shit. Oh, I got tons. I always got snacks, Howie. I've got snacks galore. You don't believe me? Ask everybody in the chat. I've got snacks to... I got never-ending snacks. Now I got to figure out where my other bottle's at. Oh, yes. Nice and chilled. Where the hell did Blake go? I haven't seen that stinking peckerweed in a hot minute. He told me he was drinking, then he disappeared. I should not have poured that in that direction. I'm pouring all that shit all over my desk. Grace, you forgot the cactus. Oh, man, that'd be hard down here, Howie. A lot of people have tried, but it is not an easy task. What we need down here is trees. That's the problem. Every time some a-hole company decides to do construction near a road or on a road, they rip out every existing freaking tree that was along the route, which pisses me off because they do not replant. They did over here down one of our main streets that goes east to west. They ripped out all of the existing trees that were down the median, which was over 200 trees, and they have not replanted a single one in 4 years. So it's stuff like that pisses me off to the umpteenth degree, because they've got no problems adding more concrete or asphalt to somewhere, but apparently planting a tree is too damn hard for them, which I think is a load of BS. It should not be that hard to plant a tree. You rip one out, you put 2 more in. That's why I'm trying to personally down here. I've lost 3 trees on my property. We had 4 trees. Lost 3 of them. One of them is still going, and that's the tree out here in my front yard. Every other tree we've had has died, or we had to cut it down because something got into it and killed the inside of the tree. One of them we had to cut down physically because it was against the property line, and where that property line was, we were putting a fence, a brick fence. So that tree had to physically be removed in order for us to put the fence in, because we did not want to stick the fence up and then have spend $10,000 on a fence, on a block fence, and then have a tree uproot it and push it over. So we had to cut out that tree. That took me and my dad about 3 years, 2 years to get rid of that tree. Well, to be honest, it only took us about like a month to get the tree down to where it was manageable, but it took us forever to get the base of the tree out of there. Same with the tree that I had in between the south side of my house and the neighbor's house. That one took like 2 years. That thing was about 10 feet across like straight end to end, like straight across, not diameter, like straight across. Maybe that is diameter. That's circumference. Yeah, diameter. That thing was like 10 feet across. Yeah, I got to work on doing air layering. I suck at it currently. Although technically, I do have these things. I don't know if you use this method or not, Howie. But for like $20 on Amazon, I got these like little air layering pods. These little things. And I've got 3 of them on a citrus tree right now. Next spring, I have my fruit trees, my apple trees. I got an apple tree that I want to air layer like 3 branches. And I can't do it now because we all know that trees don't do squat in the wintertime. Other than sit there and sleep because they pull every bit of moisture from the outside to the inside to keep the central vein alive. So I got to wait till spring to air layer some branches, one of which should be an entire tree within like a year because it's got a huge stalk. Like one branch is coming off that's probably got about a 3-inch circumference on it as it is, which was weird considering it was a side branch. But the main branch, I don't know, it did weird. It forked. It grew to about 3 feet and then sent up 3 little prongs, so it like split into 3. It just did weird the way that tree grew. But I've got 2 cherry trees that a cherry tree that's split into 2, and I don't know if it's split into 2 from the roots. So I got to figure that out. So probably in like March, maybe January, February, I'm going to pull it out of the pot that I have it in, and I'm going to separate it, or see if I can separate it. If I can't separate it, if it has enough rootstock, I'm going to plant each one of those tree little side shoots, which are like 4 feet tall. Actually look perfect, to be dead honest. They look like absolute perfect little trees. Full-on stalks about 3-4 feet high and even branching around. So there's like 6-8 branches, but they're like spaced perfectly. So I'm going to repot those ones. Hopefully I can get somewhere with that. The original stock or the original graft on that actually died off. So whatever the root stock was may or may not have been a cherry tree. It looks like a cherry tree. It has the classic signs of a cherry tree. But I don't know what variety of cherry tree it was that they grafted the original, the tree that I purchased. I don't know what they grafted that stalk onto. So, welcome back. So it'll be an interesting thing to figure out what I can do. But if I'm lucky, I can get 2 cherry trees. Maybe, yeah, I'm only going to get 2. 2 cherry trees. I'm hoping to double or triple my apple trees. If I'm lucky, I can quadruple my apple trees because I have 2 apple trees. I have one is an ambrosia and one is a what the hell is the other one?
Golden.
It's damn it, I forgot the name of it. I had like 4 or 5 apple trees, but I keep losing them somehow. They keep dying on me. It pisses me off when I lose an apple tree because I spend like $30 on them damn things.
I know. I got one that's doing really good and one that almost died, but it kind of came back.
Ew, green bean. Ew, gross. Jameson and Corona. That's nasty. You got to get the Jaeger and the Red Bull, my man. Let's see. Well, obstacle, you're not that high up in the mountain range. I mean, you're getting close, but you guys still have, what, 4,000 feet before you actually lose any sort of oxygen for growing trees? Because I more or less know your general location or the general area you're in. And yeah, you guys got like a long ways before you actually run out of trees. Plus, You guys are smack dab essentially in the middle of a freaking aspen grove. Which, by the way, for if anybody has any sort of tree knowledge, aspens are not individual trees.
Mm.
It is one freaking tree that just
One
spreads
big
out
red
everywhere and
organism.
just keeps going. It's like a mangrove. It's not a singular unit. They're similar in aspects to fungal colonies.
All the roots, the whole thing talks to each other.
Yeah, it's all one giant colony of tree. It's the same if you go to like Louisiana or like
Here,
not Louisiana. You go to the mangroves. The mangroves is not a section of just random trees.
and
It's
the
all one
cypresses too.
tree.
The cypresses are like that too.
Yep. Cottonwoods can do the same thing. If left to their own devices, a cottonwood will do the exact same thing.
Yeah, they'll touch roots and grow together.
They'll just spread. No, they'll actually. I'll show you, Jason. My trees every year the same 3 spots. I have to cut off
Not really.
random growths from the roots because they keep sending out shoots.
Yeah, a lot of trees will do that.
I've never
Evergreen
seen a
pear
pine
will
tree
do
do
that.
that.
Yeah, the evergreen pear does that. Quite a few. Oh, the ficus trees will do that.
Never seen a ficus tree do that, but I wouldn't doubt that they could.
No, they do. I'm not talking about the ficus benjaminas. I'm talking about the big wide leaf ficuses that they brought over from India.
Yeah. I keep forgetting I have this option. Oh yeah, no obstacle. Trust me, I've seen some of the pine tree forests out there, but you ain't gonna get a pine tree taller than a freaking aspen, unless it's an old growth pine tree, and I'm talking like 50 to 100 plus years old. Aspens are like weeds; they just grow straight to the sunlight. Pine trees grow slower than molasses.
No. I'm just turfing ornamental. This is where I started.
Yep. Definitely, any tree is a good tree. Well, to an extent, it depends on the tree.
Yeah.
But I would personally rather have any sort of tree that bears something that you can eat from it. Because at least you're getting something out of the environment, putting something into the environment, and you're also providing food for multiple people. So, if you've got a 30 or 40 foot apple tree, the canopy on that thing's going to be 30, 40 feet. Roughly 30 feet. That thing's probably going to have 1,000 apples on it any given year. 5, 6 apples a person. That's an apple a day. That's 7 days a week, 7 apples. You still got tons of apples. You just gotta wait for the next season. You get more apples the next time.
Use the other apples to trade for something else.
Yeah, you can do that too. You can sit there and make apple pies, apple fritters, apple chips, whatever you want. Cinnamon covered apples, which I used to actually do as a snack. You'd cut the apple with the apple slicer, and then you'd like cinnamon sugar, and you'd plop it in on each side, and you just set it on a tray on a plate. And you'd have cinnamon sugar apple snacks.
Yeah, you can get the apple core with the slices at the same time. You just take it and cut it in half, then you got your apple dehydration.
Yeah, see, and that's the funny thing too is with apples, is you can technically eat the seeds, but if you eat too many of them, you can actually make yourself sick.
Yeah, you know
I
why?
think it's considered cyanide poisoning.
Arsenic.
Yeah, arsenic. Oh, that's the one. Yeah, see, that's what I hate about golf courses too, is that they cut all the trees out. They leave all the trees on the outline of the outlier trees, but anything that's in the way of the course, they just get rid of it.
Yes and no, because they'll replant inside the out of bounds areas.
Yeah, again, the outliers, the outskirts or the outliers of the course, but anything that was in the course, where they put the greens, the pits, the water hazards, sand trap, all that, they get rid of all the damn trees.
Now, if it's a place where there were no trees before, guess what? You got trees now.
Yeah, see, that's I bet you I have to say for a fact that golf courses have to probably maintain rogue trees because you know full well random if especially if you have a pine tree anywhere near a golf course that's actually producing pine cones and actually has seeds, you're gonna get those errant seeds randomly growing in like water hazards or like near the green because the birds or whatever is gonna drop it off.
And we yank them right out.
Yeah, and you have to. The worst ones are elms. I have never seen a tree grow so damn fast.
Or so many.
Cottonwood trees?
Every freaking seed.
Oh my god. And the thing is, I have a Spanish elm right here in my neighbor's yard. Big ass Spanish elm. Every year I'm collecting tree sperms out of my yard. And every season, the minute spring hits, when that thing starts to seed, within like 2 or 3 weeks, I got to go outside and I'm picking out, I kid you not, dozens upon dozens, like every day of like 4-inch elm trees.
Yeah, and you got to get them quick.
Oh, yeah. And
they'll take root real quick.
They take root quick. And here's the thing with elm, especially with Spanish elm. Whatever you see above ground is double that in the ground.
Oh, yes. All elm trees, most of all trees are going to be like that.
Cottonwoods do not do that. For some stupid reason. Cottonwoods are exactly, they work the same way freaking aspen trees work. They send a short taproot down. If they don't get anything down there, they start sending outwards.
Yeah, same thing with willows.
Depends on the willow, but yes. Will Chamberlain used to play.
Pretty and a mess all at the same time.
Oh, nice. Bobblehead and signing. Oh, that's awesome. I keep forgetting I have this one. Oh, I thought he said nice. Never met. I don't have. I think the only celebrity I've ever actually physically met was Arnold, and that was at a book signing like when I was 16. See, that's the problem there. Right, their obstacle is you got to plant more trees in order to make more oxygen. Wilt Chamberlain was grouchy.
Oak trees? No, I like oak trees.
Yep, one tree and a ton of suckers. I don't know if Jason's our local tree guy or if he's just because he goes turf.
No, I just specialize in turf.
No, okay, not a Jason, not this Jason, but another Jason. Gotcha. That one, I will give you that one. Obstacle, lodgepole pines, those things can get stupid tall. And there's a reason for that, and it's aptly because of the way they are named. And I guarantee that whoever named them for the fact that those damn things grow straight and they grow tall AF.
Oh, yeah. Then you got the pinyon pines, you got the...
Piñons are sadly, the piñon trees are the short ones, but they grow fat.
Yes.
That's essentially your basic standard Christmas tree.
Then you got your jack pines, big old giant pine cones on them.
Yeah, see, those ones, Grace, if you guys would thin out your tulip poplar, you would get some thicker tulip poplar. If you're looking at a 6-inch tree that's, 75, 80 feet tall, that's essentially a ridge pole or something you can use to make a structure. Because, oh man, I can only imagine how like 75 foot tall at 6 inches.
Yeah,
the size of a dome you could make in the forest and cover that up and actually sleep in. Like literally make like a bushcraft hut with 75 foot long. God, what would the base of that would be? What, like 20 like 40 feet, and you'd still have an 8-foot high ridge. That'd be ridiculous.
I don't know, one of the strangest trees I've ever dealt with is the bujum tree.
What the heck is that?
It only grows in Baja California and some of the spots in Arizona.
Huh.
It's a really weird looking tree. I mean, it is strange. And there's also the aloe tree.
I had an aloe tree. Yeah, I think Drops is over here talking to acorn trees. Do you mean an oak tree?
Oaks. Yep, oaks.
Yeah. Because there's what, red oak, white oak, and there's. I know. There's not just 2 varieties of oak.
Oh, there's hundreds of types of oaks.
And I will definitely 100% agree with you on that one, Obstacle. Cottonwood trees suck.
They're still pretty though.
It's a nice tree, produces a lot of foliage. The problem is the male trees are the ones that produce them stupid little cotton spores, which get stuck in everything.
Oh yeah. There's that mouse again. Just sitting there in the wrong spot.
You can get him?
Nope. He's off the feeder.
Oof. Burning cottonwood's not that bad if you let it. What the hell? I want to say ferment, but that's not the word. Cure.
Season.
You gotta let cottonwood cure for like almost 2 years.
Lots of BTUs.
Yeah, it's almost up there with like burning pine.
I like burning paper.
It will burn fast. That's again like pine. Pine burns quick and hot. Unlike, say like redwoods, oak, cherry. You want a wood that'll burn for freaking eternity. You just throw a cherry log in there. That shit'll sit there for eons.
Believe it or
Especially
not,
like black cherry.
evergreen pear will burn for a while.
Pear?
Evergreen pear, yeah.
Huh.
I mean, it turns super hard, almost petrified.
I don't know. I've never, because my grandma on her property had like 4 pear trees.
But you got to cut it when it's green.
They actually were the evergreen pear trees. They were green constantly all year round.
Mm-hmm. They got the beautiful flowers in the springtime. All it is, it's an ornamental pear. Does the white flowers, everything. Because I also have one in my backyard too that I need to get rid of.
Yeah, they'll do that, Grace, because that's the first place the seeds collect is on the roof of your house, and then any sort of wind you get blows them down into the gutter, and then the minute you get your first rainstorm, yeah, you'll have hundreds of trees growing in your gutter. I've had that same I haven't had that same problem, but we like to maintain our gutters because we have water collection. So if I can't get water collection, it means my gutter's clogged. My gutter's clogged. That means it's backwashing water into the eave of the house.
Yeah.
And we do not like that. Damn, everybody's leaving.
Oh, no. Yeah, stupid little mouse is right there in the spot because I'm afraid the FX might go through that wall.
Oh, I thought I saw Doug in there. I was like, what the heck? And dismiss this poll because I can't. Something in there. I forgot about Shawnee's live. Completely forgot about it.
We'll still pop over there.
I can. Oh, damn it. I hate when I'm not on this. I hate this stupid. I can't disconnect my stupid trackpad. Pisses me off. Ooh, Wildcrafting Brewer. Ooh. Brewery book. When you don't raid, because you forget about the raid, and then you raid. what, what's a little hole in the wall? Yeah, it's just a bit of plaster and paint and all that wonderful jazz. It's almost 80 degrees in my greenhouse right now. Shit. It went from 76 to like almost 80 in like a half an hour.
Oh, it won't let me put any messages on there.
Yeah, I had to subscribe
Yeah,
like at the beginning of it. Yeah, because she's got subscriber mode on. You have to be with it. It has to be 20 minutes. You have to be subscribed to her in order to post.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go back in a few minutes if she's still on.
She is still on. Might be on for a little while.
20 minutes.
Miss Sharon, bloop.
Yeah, the hole in the wall and a metal sheathing on the wall. No,
Oh no, yeah. If you got metal sheeting on, no, that's a pain in the ass to fix.
Oh yeah. I got just a little bit of insulation, and then maybe half-inch sheet of plywood, and then metal on top of that.
Grow your best garden in 2025. Tips, ideas, and goals for the new year. That's kind of where I'm at on mine. That's kind of something good in the garden. That's sort of. All right. Be well, Des. Be safe. Have a good one. Thanks for popping in, and we'll see you on next Friday or run into you wherever you're at on another random YouTube live. But have a good one. Be well. Be safe. And just for fun, poke DJ. Just because why not? Down to 3. I'm at 2.5 hours. I'm going to probably go to 3 hours because I still have quite a bit of this to drink. I'm still missing a whole bunch of my people. I haven't seen either Rob's tonight. Sal still hasn't popped in. I think Blake passed out. I'm shocked Obstacle is actually still here, so he's either got no plans for tomorrow or just decided to take it easy and have a nice big fat brewski. Oh, all right, Drops. Be well, be safe. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate all the information.
Give Jesse my phone number.
Do what?
Oh, Jesse at work. I just got a notification through the daughter. My trap at work caught another good-sized rat.
Nice.
My modified one that has teeth.
T-Rex?
0388.
0388, yeah. Yeah, put 4 screws in there to help hold the rat in place so it can't slip out of the trap.
Nice.
So, another one. That's 6 at work.
I think you're doing better at work than you are at your house.
Well, yeah, that's a target-rich environment.
That's true.
they just won't let me do it my way.
They really should, because it would take you, 3 months to wipe out the whole colony?
Oh, no, less than that. Yeah, you'll never get rid of them all.
No, but they wouldn't be sitting there eating the entirety of your freaking dog food stock.
And the chips and the candy bars. There's one called Snickers. I got my sights set on him.
Good night, Howie. Have a good one. Howie. Be well, be safe. If you go live in the morning, I probably won't be there, unfortunately, because I'm usually on my way to work or just waking up. But if I have a chance, I'll throw you up on the background and listen to you on that one. But until then, be well, be safe, and happy 2025 soon, and let's get to planting.
Agreed.
Fortunately, I don't have the option of doing like how Howie's doing it. He's got pathways. Those guys up there, they have a huge community of like people that are like-minded. And he has soil bank, pathway soil banks, fruit, like basically his whole area wherever he is at He has a massive colony of essentially people all partaking in essentially what would be considered victory gardens.
Yeah, it'd be a community garden.
I would say a community victory garden, to be dead honest.
A true victory garden or modern?
Um, I would say true, but modern as well.
Flowers.
Because a lot of the stuff they have, if you've actually watched a lot of Howie's videos, his like his stuff where they grow these huge sections. Like there's one area he's got a hillside full of just like random greens, couple of trees, and they just go in there and they just pick off what they need, and for whatever the reasons they need it for, either that day or like 2 days, and like huge area. I'd love to actually go up there and see how they have all of this stuff laid out.
Now, is he on the island or is he on the mainland?
Would have to look into it to remember.
I'll have to ask him next time I see him. Which will
But-
probably be either Tuesday or next Wednesday.
Yes.
And then
I'm
after that,
actually happy that Howie was able to comment more than once on my channel tonight
Yeah.
without being straight just stopped and cut off and given the middle finger. Because whatever happened the last time severely pissed me off.
I know I got the same thing with Jeff. Even on when I'm on your live, I still can't read his comments.
That is weird because I don't have a problem seeing Jeff. Even I even verified with Grace and a lot of the other.
Like I said, and he can leave comments, in my comment section, but during a live, I can't see him. It's very frustrating.
I feel like somehow you might have actually like blocked him, or I don't know what.
But if I blocked him, he wouldn't be able to leave a comment on any of my videos.
He'd still be able to leave comments. You just wouldn't see them.
No, I can see the regular comments.
Yeah,
just
I don't know.
Alive.
I really don't.
I
And
don't
again,
know.
even with the whole Howie thing, you and me spent what, like 40 minutes trying to figure out what the hell happened that night,
Yeah.
and we still couldn't figure. I think whatever happened, like with Howie on my channel, is the same thing that happened with Jeff and you, and like between you and Jeff. Like
Yeah.
something just went funny.
Yeah. I think it might be the YouTube algorithm monster.
It could be. It's
But
the end of the year, and the AI program is probably getting rid of all of the useless bots that don't need to be there. But the thing is, Jeff is not a useless bot. Jeff is always in here. He's interactive. He's
Yeah, he
been on
is.
my channel for like 3 years.
Yeah, both of ours for about 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, it's weird. He can leave a comment right away. I can read it in the comment section. But in a live stream, I don't see him.
Yeah, that is still strange. That's
And
so
it
weird.
bugs me
How do you think I do?
on how it happens.
See, it bugs you on that one because you can't read his comments, and I have to keep popping them up on the channel just so you can see them.
Yeah, I know.
Which is funny though, because when you're up here, you can only see his comments on the StreamYard side.
No, I can't even see him on the StreamYard side.
Oh, it kicked you off on that one now?
On both, yeah.
Shit. I want that. Okay, so that's telling me that that's something on your side. That's a program glitch.
It's the only thing I can think of. Like I said, well, he didn't do anything wrong.
Well, see, that's what I was trying to figure out with the Howie thing, because all of a sudden, like Howie came in that one night, said hello, and nothing from him the rest of the night. And I know Howie is not a quiet person. Like I said, I've known him for like 3-4 years. He will comment on stuff. He will put his input in, because I've seen him on other channels. It's not like he's just, one post and done. It's like everybody else. You got to get your 10 cents in, 20 cents in, or $1 in. And I know Howie's not he's not a silent person. So when I saw Howie come in and say hi, and then I heard nothing from him, and then he comes in on his backup channel and tells me that he can't comment on my thing, pissed me off almost instantly. because again, he's been a moderator on my channel for years.
Yeah. The same thing with Jeff. He's a moderator on mine.
So, I don't know. YouTube is being weird. Sometimes it has its moments, and then sometimes it doesn't. Like, my whole thing is, all of a sudden, after the last update I had on my computer, I can do the @name, and it highlights on their screen as, talking to that specific person.
Yeah.
Where I couldn't do that for like 8 months.
Oh,
It would not let me do it no matter what I did.
wow. I wonder if I need to do an update.
But after one of the updates I had on my computer, all of a sudden it lets me do it. And for a while there, I thought it was because of part of my like VPN security. Because when I have that activated, sometimes it wouldn't let me do that either. But I currently have it activated on my computer, and I'm still able to do that.
Yeah, I've tried that too, Grace.
That was one of the first things he did, actually, when he had that issue with Jeff. He logged out,
Yep.
logged back in, and it still had that same issue. Because the thing is, though, if he uninstalls YT, he might have an issue potentially losing his channel if he uninstalls.
Yeah.
Although with the login, it shouldn't be an issue. If you've already have a YouTube account, logging out and then uninstalling and reinstalling, all you'd have to do is basically log back in, and it should bring everything back.
Yeah. I never looked to see if I can do that on my phone with Jeff. So next time I see Jeff in the chat, I'll pull the chat up on my phone.
Because if it works on your phone, then it's an issue with your specific computer.
That's right. With my laptop. But like I said, I need to find that out.
Yeah, that would definitely need to be something that would have to spend some time on. Well, you know what? Next month you're gonna have 3 days a week to figure that shit out. So you better get to it.
Oh yeah. Well, like I said,
Hit the stepping.
actually here in I think about 3 weeks, we should be getting the PC back. We're gonna be getting it all wiped clean and everything else, and then be setting it up for editing.
Nice.
So that'll be behind me.
I'd like to get a setup for that, but to be dead honest, I am honestly too damn. I'll straight admit I am just too freaking lazy to sit there and try to spend time editing a video that may or may not get more than 10 people to watch.
No, I can edit pretty quickly.
I can't. It's not that I'm computer illiterate. It's just that I don't have the patience. There are certain things I have the patience for, like sitting there making a bracelet, even though it's the same repetitive, tedious task for 30 minutes. Same with work. I do the same task every damn day, which is making dough balls and rolling them out. Is the same annoying, tedious, boring task every freaking day, day in, day out. I have patience for that, only because I have to do it because I get paid to do it. But for certain things, I have very little to no patience. Stupid people is one of them. I have no patience for stupid.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I did that the other day. These 3 guys were in there, and they were opening up a box of, the toilet. I mean, they literally just opened up the box right there in front of us. And I look over and said, "Don't worry, guys. They're all white." They looked at me really weird, like I was insulting them.
You know what? I hope they looked, because stupid people.
They said, "No, we're checking to see to make sure it's all intact," because there was a dent on the box.
Just because there's a dent in the box doesn't mean the box is open, shredded, and restuck back in the box.
Well, no. A lot of times they'll actually get broken in the box. And I don't blame them on that one.
Well, all you got to do is come back with a receipt and be like, "Yeah, I opened the box. This thing was busted."
No, they were doing a house 45 miles away.
Ooh, that's like a freaking 20-minute drive. That's
No,
not that bad. Although that is almost an hour, going back and forth. Plus having to spend time
hour
in
and
the
a half.
store with customer returns just to get a return or an exchange.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can see that would be a problem.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pester Amanda, see if her freaking soul stealing ass is alive. Because goddamn, I need to actually get her like actual freaking thing. Because I don't have. Luckily, with my phone service, I have no problems calling overseas. It's not an
I don't
issue.
either. That's why I use Instagram or was it
Skype.
Facebook messaging. I don't have to pay anything.
Exactly. I told my sister that shit when she was in Europe, when she was overseas at the base. I was like, download. I said, get Instagram. That way I can call your ass on Instagram because that shit's free.
Yeah.
And she's like, really?
Amanda, she's in Australia.
Thank you, Jason. I
I
love
beat
you,
you to
Grace.
it. I beat you to it.
Oh, love you, Grace, but Jason got you on that one.
He was thinking it. He was thinking it. He was about ready to say it.
Oh, I was dying on that one. Well, she was active today. Let's see. You did? This is all I'm going to ask her. You did?
Oh,
Unless she's having it. Because she hasn't talked to me like at all this week. So usually she pesters me, sends me something random.
yeah. She hasn't sent anything random in the past week or so.
Yeah, no. I'm wondering if she's busy or if the boss is pissing her off.
By the way, Trapper Jay's video came out today with the pack rat.
Hot on?
Pack rat.
Ooh. Rack pat.
No, try like almost a pound.
Holy shit. That's a fat pack rat.
It's a big pack rat, yes.
Almost.
I never
Does
seen
he
that.
just straight do dispatch and then garbage can, or does he dispatch and process?
Process for bait.
Ah, bait.
Yes,
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
bobcat bait.
under specific conditions, I mean, if you're in a survival situation, that's a 1 pound pack rat. But you think about it this way: that's 1 pound pack rat, but you have to remove all the internal organs.
And you have to crispy critter it. You know,
Yeah, just to
you really
burn
have
off
to really
any
cook
sort of E. coli or whatever diseases
it.
it may or may not
Pathogen
have.
or bot fly.
Any sort of like ringworm or any diseases that would a standard rat would have.
Yeah, well, same thing with the squirrel. You got to cook it thoroughly.
Your chances of disease on a squirrel are usually a lot lower than rat.
It's still a rodent.
It's still there and it's still prevalent, but with a squirrel, because of the fact that they're eating more natural versus sitting there as a four-legged rat, or well, I can't say a three-legged or two-legged rat because then that would be a human, but versus a rat eating garbage.
Yeah, they're not eating garbage. They're out in the wild.
There's still a lot of them that'll eat garbage.
No, we're talking about this is out in the out there. I know where the ranch is. So, and
Well, I thought he was doing that at the what was it? The garbage, not the garbage dump, but the was it a garbage dump
for what?
that he was popping off all them rats at?
No, that's Ed Gunleshy.
Oh, that's Leshy.
That's Tyler. Oh, this is Trapper J.
See, the thing, I have a hard time keeping him in track because, to be dead honest, I don't follow a lot of these channels because, again, those aren't channels that I'm usually prevalent to wanting to be on. Lab rats are clean, but also not clean. I would not want to consume a lab rat because there's a reason why it's called a lab rat.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, you don't know what part of the LD50 that rat is going to be part of. Did you just see it?
Hold on.
Or is that Mandy?
Mandy. She just messaged me back. She says, no, but I'm at work dealing with some shit. And I said, ooh, damn.
What, really? On a Sunday for her?
That's what I fucking said. I said, work on a fucking Sunday? Damn, I'm sorry. Yeah, she didn't even tell me she was going to be working today. So I guess something would come up that needed, I would say, emergency attention.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I do. That's right. I do remember she said she was going to be working. That reminds me. Yeah, she did tell me last week she might be working because she got the holiday off. She was getting the holiday off. So hours were going to change.
Yeah.
Ah, shit, I forgot about that.
Damn, now I got the sniffles. Thanks.
You're the one sitting right next to the sick monster, so don't blame me.
No, I got hurt. I brought it home. Everybody's got it.
Yeah, and see, what's really funny is about a week ago or a week and a half ago, might have been 2 weeks ago, I ran across an article of I always check my YouTube mail at night, so I hate when people message me during the daytime because I ain't gonna see that shit for like 10 hours.
Yeah.
I get emails at like 4 in the morning. I'm like, bro, I'm not even awake at 4 a.m. to see this shit. So like, why are you messaging me or sending me shit? So apparently there was this thing that was saying there was going around this like weird 72 hour bug. It was like the top 72 hour bugs going around this season. And I'm like, I kind of just read the headline. I didn't really read the article.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that. I'm like, really, this is where they're going at the end of the year. They're trying to apocalypse disease this shit. I'm like, come on, people. Which, again, I can't even really complain about that. Because, I mean, again, I was sick last week, but I did that to myself, which pissed me off. Like the week before
sick.
Christmas, I made myself sick. I was so mad.
Well, last Saturday, man, as soon as I got off of here, I just crashed.
You weren't even on here that long because you didn't even pop up on the
Yeah.
up on the panel. You said I think you were here for like 45 minutes and then you were done.
Oh yeah.
Because you said you had taken some NyQuil and you weren't going to be on long.
Mm-hmm.
And which sucked is because the topic I wanted to talk about, and it would have made it so much easier if you were here because you have some of the base knowledge for that shit, is talking about the difference between certain fruits and vegetables, like which is classified as which based on the way it grows.
Yeah, it's right where the seeds are.
Black olives and green olives. Is
The
it
same thing.
Fruit or is it a goddamn vegetable? Exactly. See, this is why I needed you up here because I was going to ask that question.
Fruit.
But okay, on that classification though, when you order a pizza, it is under the vegetable toppings.
No, it's fruit because it's considered stone fruit.
But when I have a vegetable pizza, it's black olives, mushrooms, bell peppers, onions, tomatoes.
Yeah.
And that's both black and green olives is considered under that topic.
Yeah, that would be fruit.
But again, black olives grow on a fucking tree.
Yeah.
It's not a bush. It's a damn tree.
Mm-hmm. And let's see. Tomatoes is a fruit because it's considered a berry.
But it's also considered a vegetable.
That's a berry.
Same with bananas. It's both a fruit and a vegetable. Actually, no, bananas I think they're solidly considered a fruit. But see, that's the thing, though, because between fruits and vegetables, it's usually one doesn't have seeds or one has seeds, but that doesn't make any sense to me because a cucumber is considered a vegetable, but it has seeds. Apple is considered a fruit, but it also has.
Yeah.
So my figuring on that is based on the type of plant that it grows on.
It's also the type of plant that it also is.
Yeah. So like your vine style plants, any sort of vine style plant would be considered a vegetable,
Or is it a gourd?
which again, a gourd is
Vegetable.
technically a vegetable.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Bananas are botanically a berry.
Yes.
So that again, it's an odd classification.
Because it dangles.
So anything that would grow on a tree. Cherries are considered a fruit. Apples are considered a fruit. Coffee, what the hell is a coffee? Is coffee because coffee technically grows on a tree. It doesn't grow on a bush. So is coffee considered a nut?
It is a berry.
Again, see, it's weird classifications
Yeah.
between the difference of fruits and vegetables and berries because everything is just so weird, especially with the new age, the way they classify stuff nowadays. Back in 20 years ago, I guarantee some of that stuff wouldn't even be classified the way it is now.
Yeah, they're actually going back to the old way.
See, it's weird. So that was one of the topics. I think that was like 2 weeks ago. That was the topic I wanted to talk about with you, and you were not feeling it. So I was like, well, I guess there goes that topic. So it just ended up being an open chat. That at that point, once you said you were only going to be here for like 40 minutes because you had taken some NyQuil and you were waiting to go, I was like, fuck that. Well, there goes my whole night.
Oh, geez, sorry about that.
It's not your fault.
No.
That whole week, there was a lot of us. I mean, I was not feeling well. You weren't feeling well. I only went live because I didn't want to disappoint my followers. And that's the only. Otherwise, I would have been like, screw you guys. I'm not going live. I feel like shit.
Yeah, like I said, I'll be going live this Wednesday because, it's not really a holiday.
It's the day after New Year's. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Christmas, I just wanted people, to go spend time with their families.
I got to see if Mallory's going live Wednesday or not. So, to be honest, Jason, I may or may not be back and forth between lives if Mallory is going live on Wednesday or not.
That's fine.
Because she usually does go live the first first Wednesday of the month.
Yeah.
But with the fact that I believe she is still working on moving into the new property or her temporary home while she's building her other property on the off-grid site. Or the Eco Village site. Don't know what she is doing for that otherwise. So to be honest, I have been so behind on a lot of videos just due to scheduling, time, and whatnot. You'd figure during the wintertime I'd have more time to do stuff because I'd have less things to do.
No.
Somehow, I feel like I'm busier now than I normally am during the summertime.
Yeah, well, like I said, when I was sick for that week or whatever, almost wet. A little bit on that Friday. Saturday, I really felt bad. Monday, I didn't go to work. Tuesday, I didn't go to work. Wednesday, I didn't do anything. No, I did the live for the monkey bread, and after that, I just crashed after that.
Yeah, to be dead, I saw the notifications, but I think they popped up on like a Monday. So again, anything that pops up on my channel on a Monday, I get rid of it because to be dead honest, I do not have the time to watch it.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't want to watch it and that I think any less of anybody that posts a video on Mondays. It's just I'm at work all day long and I physically do not have the time to watch it.
Yeah, don't forget. Remember, I got 3-day weekends for 4 weeks.
Coming up soon.
So if you don't have Instagram, people get Instagram. Because I'm gonna start. I'm gonna pop up live on Thursday on Instagram.
I think almost everybody I know has Instagram. Let me check if Howie has it. He may or may not. Almost everybody I have on here has it.
Yeah, but like I said, we can only have one guest at a time. On Instagram.
Oh, I had to pester AT to see if his ass is still alive.
Yeah, he is.
If I could type, that would be great.
Yeah, I saw something posted the other day.
Yeah, Howie's got a main channel on it. Yeah, he actually no, he does not have a.
Instagram.
He does have an Instagram, but it's under his main name. How
Oh.
am I not fucking subscribed to this guy?
Well, share it.
Well, I would like to, but I'm trying to figure out how to can subscribe to it in the first place. I can invite him to a chat. God damn it! I hate the fucking way Instagram has changed everything on here. You can't do shit.
No, I hate that stupid AI crap.
Yeah, they need to get rid of that horseshit. There we go.
Or
It's actually under. You can search Food Forest, and he'll pop up. He's the first one.
Okay.
So it'll be his name on there is his actual legitimate government given name. But if you type in Food Forest on Instagram search, it'll pop up. Don't click on the icon when you get him up there. You have to click on him, and then you have to click on the stupid little left arrow or the top screen, not the icon itself. And then you can get him on there. I don't know how the hell I didn't have him up here. I don't care about that site. That's probably my freaking furry account anyway. Who the fuck is Keith Clark?
No, it's not Food Forest Nursery. Nursery, is it?
No, it's Food Forest. Just type in Food Forest. It should pop up. It should be like the first one that popped. Like literally, when I did it, he was the first one that popped up.
No,
So
I got Food Forest Erod.
No, that ain't him.
No. Derek Carter.
How the shit did I find him? So okay, so I went to the little lightning bolt icon where it says the chat, and then under the chat search I typed in Food Forest and somehow it popped up.
Yeah, it's not popping up for me.
Which I can't even type. Jesus Christ, man. So that means I either had him before or he just happened to be under there. But go under. I don't know if it'll work. Let me check on this one. Okay, I guess just go under the little magnifying glass thing at the bottom to when you get to the search bar.
Okay.
And then type in Food Forest.
One word or 2 words?
One word.
See, I typed in 2 words.
Yeah, it's one word. Just type in Food Forest, and according to mine, he's like the 6th one down, but it might be different for yours. You'll know it when you'll know his when you see it.
Let's see, Food Forest.
Yeah, tops up. I got Food Forest, Food and Forest Push Car, Food and Forest Erode, and then he's like I said, he's like the 6th one down.
No, I only got 5. I get Food Forest Virginia, Food Forest Nutrition Relic, Food Forest Nursery, Food Forest, and Food Forest DBA.
Wow, I didn't even get those. I got original. So then they just type in Food Forest Perm, and it might pop up that way. If not, you can always do a full Food Forest Permaculture.
Yeah, there it is. He's got 0 post. I don't know what happened to Cliff. Excuse me. I'm going to have to go to bed soon.
Sorry, that's the link for Howie's YouTube channel, but that's not where we were going for. We were trying to find it on Instagram.
Yeah.
Also, welcome back, Drops.
Because I'm going to have to get going here soon.
Yeah, because it's what, 11:30 over there?
10:30.
I forget. It's right, 10:30. I forgot. I always forget that. It was the wrong damn time. I thought those were drill bits. Jesus Christ. Well, shit. Ran out of stuff on that one. Too much leather work. Too much weathermark. Oop, see, CR is apparently still alive. Oh, but that was like 4 days ago. Jesus.
Yeah.
I think he's been busy doing like a lot of editing and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Instagram link only works if you actually have Instagram. If you don't have Instagram, then putting Howie's Instagram link doesn't do any good. I'm actually surprised I had him on here. Well, I'm actually 3 hours. I'm just going to keep going until I either run out of this shit or I get tired of talking. Which will probably be doing that for like half an hour by myself.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen. If he makes it to the top of the hour, or he's going to make it another 10 minutes. If he makes it another 10 minutes, sweet. If he doesn't,
Yeah.
well,
I should be able to make another 10 minutes.
So 10 more minutes for Jason.
Yeah.
Actually, surprised I still got people in here. I got up to like 15, so I was like, that was pretty cool. Despite the full channel shout out yesterday, the only ones that showed up were Dez and Shawnee.
Yeah. Well, at least you had 2 show up.
Yeah, there was like 20 people in her chat yesterday, though.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Not everybody wants to come and see me, and you know what? It is what it is. I'm not going to kill anybody for it. And I still have not seen, God, I forgot his name. After we had an argument over the presidential election.
Oh.
It was a short political debate, and I kind of went off on him instantly because I don't like that shit on my channel. I also don't like that said person. And I made it clear that I was not going to disown him because of the views that he, follows and whatnot. I said, we have our own political viewpoints. We have every right to view that. I just gave my opinion and have not seen him since. James. Yeah, thank you. James Rohrback. That's who it was, James. Haven't seen him since that. I haven't seen him since that night. Grace was like 3-4 weeks ago. So, to be dead honest, there's a chance he may or may not come back, and, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I can neither fault people or, get mad at them for their, beliefs or whatnot. We have that's what the whole Constitution's for, is freedom of speech, then whatnot, freedom of press, and blah, blah, blah. So, it is what it is. Yeah, exactly. It is what it is. If it wasn't what it isn't, then it wouldn't be what it wasn't. If that makes any damn sense.
Yeah.
Life will go on, though it might be a little bit more expensive. Still got to figure out what I'm going to do with my greenhouse. I don't know if I want to do a flat base for it.
You got to build it.
I got to figure out the platform. Once I get the bottom framework or the footprint,
Yeah.
I can figure out more or less where it's got to be. I'm going to have to get it to the point where it's 100% straight. But the thing with getting it straight is going to be based upon how I decide to build the bottom framework under it. So I still plan on doing it as a pit, the same way my other greenhouse is. And my old man actually came up with a idea. I didn't even think about it. I also wasn't really planning on thinking about it. But he was thinking that we can run a tube system underground in between the greenhouses to share both the heat and whatnot. So basically, underground heat exchange or air exchange.
Yeah.
So now the thing is with that is I'd have to do it in two different spots. So I'd have to dig down. I'd have to dig a trench in two different directions.
Yeah. One intake, one in.
3 to 6 inch pipe, and then run them that way with a little fan. Because I think the big one, with the amount of heat that thing's going to produce, it may or may not overpower the little one.
Yeah, like I said, it's one of those things kind of hard to tell.
Well, because I'm going to get a lot more solar induction off of the big one because I got more square footage for all of that. Now, on the new one, I don't know if I want to 100% put both of the skylights or the top vents on the same side, or if I want to put one on one side and one on the other side. That's the only thing. Because there really isn't going to be much of a structural difference if I put one on each side. All I'm really doing is changing the format or the layout of the panels versus what they would be if they were both on the same side. So it's the same thing with the greenhouse I have now. I can take that top vent that pops open, I can literally move it to the other side, and it wouldn't take me more than 20 minutes to do it because all I'm doing is taking the frame out from one side, switching it to the other side, and that's it. So, I mean, it can be either way.
Yeah.
The same with the door. I can switch the door. I can even change the door out so the door swings either opens to the right or opens to the left. So, I mean, it's really just a matter of switching a panel or two here and there, which is really not going to be detrimental to the structure. But I think doing it that way might allow a bit more circulation, either both air or thermal circulation.
Yeah.
But it will be nice to see the gutters. I will figure out what the length or what the diameter of the gutter drip is, and if necessary, I'm probably just going to get like the pond hose, that like corrugated pond hose, whatever. You should know. You know what I'm talking about. That it's like that black pond hose that usually stick to the pump to pump the water around. I think the gutters are going to be about the same diameter as that hose. So I just get a roll of that at Lowe's or Home Depot, cut it to wherever I need it, and I can just put my water barrels right next to it and just collect my water right there.
Yeah. I'm surprised you won't. You gonna run water to them as well? The new one.
If I have the water collection, I might just straight run a service pump from there and just have it run under and then just pump it all throughout the whatever.
Yeah.
But again, I can always figure that out afterwards. It's not going to be that hard to dig a 1 foot hole and, however foot deep I got to do it and just run the line up, down, and up under it. Because again, I can do that with your standard sprinkler line, or I can probably run PEX. But to be honest, I don't think running PEX under a 6 or 8 inch section of dirt is going to be worth it. I think I'd rather just run the standard sprinkler line and then go from there.
Yeah.
Because I can always run that on a standard pump, depending on where I decide I want to put like an inlet or an outlet. But I don't know. Again, I have to get it set up first to figure out what I need to do. I also have to figure out the base frame, because as far as I can tell, every greenhouse has a like a frame footer that
Yeah.
everything sets on top of. So I got to get that footer set up. Basically, the bottom framework, I got to get that set up to figure out exactly the dimensions on where it's going to be, and then I have to go buy the wood. And I think I might just end up just straight buying the wood Sunday, because I think after next year, dead honest, I think the price of wood is going to go up again.
Yeah. I mean, we won't know until it does it.
I figure between the 6th and the 20th, that's going to be our determination. But I'm almost positive between the 6th and the 10th, all of that's going to start going up, just like it did back the first time.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of that was not necessarily because of the government. A lot of that was due to the fact that damn shipping container got stuck in the canal and backlogged all our damn freaking wood. But a lot of that was because of tariffs and imports and all of that other shit. So,
And not only that, people, the companies were just getting greedy.
that it was. Because a sheet of OSB should not have gone from $35 to $90 a sheet
No.
in a matter of months. That was a load of horse shit. That's why the housing market damn near crashed between that 4-year time frame.
Yeah.
Same with metal. The prices of metal damn near tripled due to all of that. So it's going to be an interesting thing. So I think I'm just going to start stocking up on certain pieces of material and then have to go from there. Because to be dead, when I first moved down here, I mean, mind you, that was 10 years ago. I could buy a 2x4. It's like $1.35 for like a standard 2x4x8. It was $1.35. Now it's just like $3 a 2x4.
Yeah, because I remember when I first got here, I had to buy wire. It was $67 for a roll of 12 to 250 feet. All of a sudden, it shot up to $170.
Yep.
Now it's back down to $119.
That's still
It's still a lot.
$50 more than what it used to be.
Yeah, it'll never be that low again.
No, it won't, because the housing market, everything just keeps increasing in price, but the value to which we pay our workers is, again, never going to increase more than what the bare minimum will be just to keep us surviving. Which, again, I would love to see what would happen within a 2-week period if the supposed essential workers all stopped working.
Yeah.
The entire country would shut down. Because if you notice, during the C-19 event,
Yeah.
every state, every governor, every blah 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 essentially limited the production of every area to those that were considered essential. Food
Yeah.
workers, truckers, Home Depot, Lowe's, and Walmart.
Yeah.
Basically shopping centers, anywhere that had food. If all of those people decided, fuck it, we're not going to work for 2 weeks, I guarantee the entire country would shut down and lose its crap. Because every person, barbers, dentists,
Oh yeah.
not considered essential workers.
Yeah.
So I don't understand how it is that those that are considered essential workers are the ones getting paid the least amount of money versus all these bastards that don't do shit and are getting paid, hundreds of $1,000s a year.
And the thing is, we actually need the farmers.
Yeah. And the farmers are the ones that got screwed the most. I would not consider, this is just my opinion, Grace. I would not consider a laundromat an essential location. This is 100% just my opinion, mainly due to the fact that you can go to Home Depot and buy a washer and dryer. You can buy the shit end washers and dryers for like $300 each.
Yeah, but most apartments don't have the hookups.
Every apartment that I've ever had hookups for washer and dryer.
No, some of the ones in Arizona don't have them.
Really?
Really,
That sucks.
it
Do they
does.
not have like a central unit? Because my apartment was really funny. So when I was living in Denver, I had an apartment that had hookup for washer and dryer. Now, mind you, I lived close enough to my parents' house at the time that I would just go over once a week and I would do laundry. And God Almighty, the amount of times me and my mom got into an argument about that shit.
But you were visiting your parents.
That's what I said. I'm like, at least I'm coming by to see if you guys are, I'm visiting. Every week, for months, we got into an argument. So I was like, you know what? I'm done with this. So I just started going to the bank and getting quarters because right down like 30, 40 feet from my apartment, we had the standard, unit of washers and dryers. There was like 5 washers, 5 dryers. And they had like 2 of these units per the entire complex.
Grace, I'll tell you why the new ones are garbage.
Too much technology.
No, there's no surge protector on them. They're not built into them anymore.
That.
That's how they cut the cost.
And they'll charge you nowadays for like the good GE washers, like $1,500 a fucking washing machine and dryer. So you're spending like $3,000 to $4,000.
Tell me about it. I got the Samsungs in my laundry area.
Yeah, I think mine are I think mine are the Samsungs, either that or the Panasonic. Let me check.
Tell you what, I love those front loads, man. I really do. I didn't think I was gonna like them.
Yeah, I have the Samsung. I have the good ones. Those things are like $3,000 or like $1,500 a piece.
Yes, I know. I got the black ones.
I do too.
They always sing, and they always want to connect to my phone. And I go, no.
Do you have the bottom base for them too?
Yep.
I'd say high five on that one, but thankfully I didn't have to pay for those.
Yeah, I did.
But we used to have red ones of pretty much the same exact. Actually, no, we had the white ones, and then we had to buy these ones because the dryer died. The heating element finally died on it.
Ours are. We got the extended warranty on ours.
God, I think we've already had these things for like 6 years. I'm pretty sure the warranty's toast on those. But me and my dad are usually fairly good As long as he's got the make and model, he can usually buy the parts, and we just usually fix them ourselves.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean,
I doubt China's collapsing that bad, considering how much crap we import, export from them. But with the current regime that's about to hit office, yeah, it's gonna take a nosedive.
it's gonna hurt everyone for a little short bit.
No, I'd say about 2-3 years it's gonna hurt because it's all I hear is tariff this, tariff that, and we're gonna be fricked.
No, everybody is.
There's already even talks about restricting the imports from Canada, and I'm like, Canada is our freaking brother and sister country. If we lose stuff from Canada, we're fucked.
Problem is, Canada's underneath this. Has got their own problems right now, and they're trying to fix it.
Yeah, the best way. The funny thing is, we were talking about this. It was not supposed to be political yesterday, but on Rem's channel, we ended up talking about this stuff, and I was actually being very mellow about certain things. I wasn't, 100% voicing my opinion or trying to be an absolute a-hole. But I'm pretty sure that the one guy in there was one guy in the chat that I think he was just trying to fuel the fire, in my opinion. But again, I was being very conscientious about the fact that, I'm on somebody else's live. I wasn't on panel, but I was in the chat. So I was trying to be very demure. God, I swear to God, I hate using that word for stuff, but I was trying to be very mindful and not be like a complete a-hole. Yeah, I'm expecting a lot of problems in the next 1,500 days.
Excuse me.
So, yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna start. I gotta start buying procure some organic. Damn, I'm trying to think of the word for it. My brain's just not going.
Organic fuel.
Organic fuel, or
fuel, man.
Just stuff so I can get. The thing is, I could technically build that already on a frame. I have like 30 pieces of freaking fence post on property because I have a guy that comes into my workplace, and I've asked him before. I've only had to ask him like twice, but he works in the spa industry, or he basically, I don't know if he owns it or is whatnot, but I think he's the owner of the company, to be dead honest. But they get, the spas and, all of that. They come in on essentially fence post style platforms. So I always get these like anywhere between 7 foot and 8 foot fence post style chunks of wood.
You talking about the little landscape timbers?
Yes, landscaping timbers.
Yeah.
Basically, half round, half flat.
Yes.
Yeah, so they're called or fence post timbers or whatever. Not the standard round ones, which are like 3 inches, which is stupid. But yeah, I get those ones. And sometimes I get them in various sizes, which some of them are weird. It's however they cut them or carve them. But I get them anywhere between like 7 foot and like 8 foot. And I've got tons of these things. And I just keep collecting them from looking at them outside the shop. And he's like, if you see it out there, he's like, it's fair game. I was like, all right, well, whatever you don't want, throw it outside and I'll collect it. The other week, I picked up 2 8-foot 4x4 posts.
Yeah.
That's already like $30 right there.
Oh, yeah.
For an 8x8 post. And then one of the 8-foot posts, 4x4s, came with a 6-foot section. Actually, it's a 7-foot section of landscape timber. So right there alone, that's just that one post was like $30.
Oh yeah.
The landscape posts are like $15 a piece. Shit sucks.
Tell me about it.
I've got like 30 of them just sitting in the property. I got like 20 of them stacked on my compost bin, and I got like 10 more stacked against the fence.
So I got to remember to go through our pallets at work and grab the ones I need.
I only
we
get
get those too.
pallets that have the straight 2x4s that do not have the forklift grooves cut into them.
Yeah.
And I get a few of those every once in a while because they do sell he does sell the like 8-foot spas or 10-foot spas.
Mm-hmm.
That are like what they consider like a swim spa or whatever. They can get like 8 or 10 people in there, blah, blah, blah. I've gotten like, you've seen those pallets. I showed you that video on how to, when I did that live, when you and me did that Instagram one, I showed you how to take those apart the weird way without having to use the freaking
jack or anything else.
Yeah, the car jack or whatever. I get the every once in a while. I just get he'll have like 3 or 4 out there, and I'll just stack them in my truck and drive home. And those are all. Every one of those is a set. It has 3 7-foot 2x4s on it. Get enough of those, you can build a lot of crap with a 7-foot 2x4. So, I mean, I'm getting free wood, and if they're crooked, I can just cut them into 14-inch sections and burn them in the fireplace, or turn them into kindling.
Or do small planters.
Small planters, yeah. Well, it's hard to do it when they bend this way and this way.
Yeah.
I have one that's bent in both a recurve and sideways recurve.
Yeah, because I've done some in the past where I've taken the pallets and I just made a box to go over or around the nursery pots.
There you go.
You know, just to make the nursery pot look kind of pretty.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have to do none of that just because I get a lot of those pots are fairly decent. But yeah, the nursery pots do kind of suck because it's that ugly black,
just
basic ass black
box
pot. I hate those things. I hate them and I like them at the same time.
Yeah.
But
light, strong.
I wouldn't say strong. I'd say it's semi-durable.
Yeah, there we go.
Because you leave those things out in the sun, straight in the sun for like a year, and they're done. They're toast.
I'll tell you what, after 11, I need to get going.
Yeah, all right. I will catch you later, Jason. I got about 3 minutes left, so.
Yep, all righty.
Be well, be safe. I will see you on Wednesday.
Yep, maybe.
Maybe. What, you planning on dying between now and Wednesday?
No, you said you got a couple lives to go to.
Oh yeah, Mallory's. I got to figure out if Mallory's going live on Wednesday or not. So I might be back and forth, but if she's not, I will see you on Wednesday. If she is, I will be back and forth. So I will briefly see you on Wednesday.
Okay. All right.
All right. Be well, be safe. Take care, Molly. Have a good one. Hope you get better.
She already went to bed.
Oh damn.
An hour ago.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Good night, everybody.
All right, be well. Catch you later, Jason.
Later.
All right, down to me for the next 2 minutes. So I guess at this point, I might as well wind her down, folks. I appreciate everybody that joined me tonight. Grace, Drops, Colin, Jason, Molly, Rabbit, which didn't even say goodbye. He just disappeared. Same with Obstacle. I haven't seen him in a hot minute. Howie, everyone that showed up, Shawnee, Dez. God, damn, I had a decent amount of people in here tonight, to be honest. I'm thankful for that. Appreciate everybody that popped in tonight. Much love from the Desert Fox Gardener. You all be well, be safe. Again, pre-Happy New Year, because I will not see any of you guys until after the New Year. So, again, happy 2025. Let's, if you haven't already started, think about getting something planted, grown, or, whatnot for the new season. I'd like to see more than just myself and a handful of people growing new stuff for the season, for the 2025 season. Aside from that, help your neighbors, help your friends, help your family. try to get something grown. If you can, try to get something to grow you can eat. You know, it is what it is. We got a lot of stuff next year, so hope everyone does well. I know this ending kind of sucks, but you know what? It is what it is. I'm tired. I'm 4 shots of, actually, I'm like 8 shots of Jaeger in, 6 shots of Jaeger in. But anyways, be well, be safe, anyone. Grace, you have a good one. Drops, thanks for stopping by. As always, appreciated for the garden knowledge. And look forward to the new greenhouse videos for next year. I will be working on that soon. Just have to take care of a few adjustments, and I will be getting that finished. But anyways, be well, be safe. Do me a favor, guys, on the way out. Hit that thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe if you can, and share this out with as many people as possible. I would love to see an increase in hours and subscriber content. Catch you all later. It's going to be fun.